This is the All-American Coaching League, presented by Axis Sports.
What's up, party people? What's up, AACL? What's going on? What's cracking this Monday night? Welcome back after a very long hiatus. It's been a minute. I think it's been about a month since we wrapped up Week 7. We will be kicking off Week 8 tonight with 3 games. We've got 18th ranked ECU traveling to 12th ranked Central Florida. The 19th ranked Falcons of Air Force traveling to the number 1 team, the new number 1 team in the land, the UNLV Running Rebels. And then the nightcap, the number 8 Memphis Tigers travel to the 21st ranked Marshall Thundering Herd. Welcome back. It's good to be back. Apologize for the long delay, but I'm feeling about 90% now, so I think I'm good to go. Rodney O and Joe Cooley, baby. So let's knock this bad boy out. Let's get Week 8 kicking, and let me bring in tonight's broadcast crew for the very first game. On the play-by-play tonight is my good buddy, and I guess he's my boss in another league, I guess, Mr. Charles Doherty, or as we know him in the AACL, Mr. Clint Torres. Clint, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? Glad you're back in the fold.
I know. It feels good to be back.
I know you're feeling well when you start ordering people around.
Okay, why don't you shut the fuck up? Let me talk to Fred.
Welcome back, man.
Thanks, bro. And then his color commentator for tonight, my main man, Fab56, Freddie, Mr. Pepper Riders himself. Freddie, what's going on with you tonight, bro?
Good evening, Dave. Charles, it's good to be with you guys tonight. Glad you're
Fabulous.
back. And I'm excited to get this thing kicked off again. Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Now, we've got weeks 8, 9, and 10 to finish up. Then we go into playoffs and bowl games. So there's only about 4 weeks of the season left. And we won't be doing games on Wednesday nights for the rest of the season. We'll be knocking them out on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Wonder why.
Gee, I wonder why.
Why?
This week will be a little weird. There's 3 games tonight. There's 4 games tomorrow night and 5 games on Thursday. After that, it'll be evenly distributed 4, 4, and 4 on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So let me get out of here. Let me get out of the booth and get this game ready to go. Charles, you and Freddie, you got ECU at UCF, so take it away, bro.
All right. Well, good evening, everybody. I just want to say I am delighted to share the booth with the best middle linebacker in the SFL, Mr. Fabulous himself. How's it going, Freddie?
Good, Charles, and thanks for the intro. And I'm kind of excited to see ECU and UCF play today.
Oh, definitely.
A little Lone Star here going on.
We got Yogi versus Greg. I mean, this is like a Lone Star grudge match. We got on the ECU side, Yogi Barr is the AD. We got Fuchs, Delay, and defensive coordinator FKN Ray. And on the UCF
fucking
side,
Ray, Joe.
Oh, sorry, I misread that. My apologies. And then on the UCF side, we have Gregory Soto, Willie B. Hartigan. I mean, wow. What else could you ask for? 4-3 UCF versus 2-5 ECU. It's 52 degrees and clear, and we are ready to get this game started. Let's go do it.
This is a bootleggers conference game, too.
This is like the Lone Star Gala, this game.
The Lone Star orgy, ain't it?
Dave is running things, ordering people around, and then you got Freddie and myself again, and then on the field we've got Greg versus Yogi. I mean, come on, can we have any more freaking Lone Star out here?
Defense.
This is a glorious night, Freddie.
Glorious. To the glorious weekend.
All right, so it looks like ECU is in the white and UCF is in the black with the gold pants. And we are here for the kickoff, and let's get this sucker started, Freddie. Off we go. UCF
It's good to be back in the booth with you, Charles.
Yeah, man, this is awesome, brother. Takes it out to, 20-something yard line, 20-plus. Not a bad return for ECU. Excuse me, UCF, pardon me. All right, so we've got them lining up there in a shotgun quads. We've got a fake handoff there and a pass to the sideline. Looked like that was almost interception there. Duarte Sanchez now is the quarterback. Go ahead. It said Duarte. Yeah, so Duarte wide open on the 40-yard line. First down, moving the chains. Duarte to Lexus Bricks for 17 yards. They're in the hurry up, Freddie. And UCF, man, if they can get into rhythm passing, they're hard to stop.
Yeah, and it was Duarte mixing in a little of that running game. He's dangerous.
Nice run on first down, 4 yards. Keep the ball rolling. They're going in, still staying in that hurry up offense. Looks like maybe a little. I don't know if that's a pistol, but 3 yards deep for the quarterback. They got two backs in the backfield. Swing pass that goes out of bounds. It looks like everything was covered downfield, Freddie.
A good defensive coverage in the backfield. I mean, the defensive backfield there. They had everybody covered up. He had to get rid of it.
So back we go. UCF with the ball. Throws it in the middle. Wide open at the chains. Gets a couple extra yards. Lexus Bricks for 8 yards. Move the chains. 1st and 10.
That's what you want to do. Just keep the chains moving.
They're back in that same formation. I don't know what to call it. Looks they've got two backs, almost in a I formation, but they hand it off to the fullback. The running back Dixon Sider for 3 yards.
I think it's kind of like a pistol, sort of like.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what to make of that, but I can't say I'm an expert on all the college formations, but a draw play up the middle. That's a couple yards, 4 yards for Sider. And 11 yards all night for Sider. 3rd and 3. Let's see if ECU can stop them, Freddie.
It's going to be a big third down here early in the game.
3rd and 3, back in shotgun. We've got 2 wide receivers up top, 1 down below. They are letting the clock run, maybe trying to draw the defense off sides. Kind of a smart move there by UCF. Let's see what kind of discipline ECU has.
A little indecisive. They better hike it. I think they're going to get a penalty. That's what I thought. They're going to
What the heck were they doing? What was that? Everyone was set up, Freddie. Didn't look like they were waiting for somebody to come off the sidelines, or they were waiting for an audible. I think
that's one of them glitches. I think that's one of them glitches in the game.
All right, so back goes UCF, dumps it off in the middle, short of the first down, 4th and 2. ECU hold.
Yeah, good defense by ECU there.
Yeah, very good. And looks like they're going to go for it, Freddie. 4th and 2. Back to snap in the shotgun, throws it open in the middle. First down and more. Gabe Athhouse gets 16 yards on that one and moves the chains, Freddie.
Took some guts by Greg Soto here so early in the game. They could have backfired on him.
So they're lining up in a shotgun quads. Back to pass. Ooh, almost intercepted. It looks like tied up there with the deflection. Freddie, if he had that ball, I guarantee you he would have put it in the end zone.
I think he was double covered there, too. Should have been somebody else open.
2nd and 10. Back in the shotgun. Run up the middle. Little power move. Still going. Wow, there's a flag down, but number 8 for UCF. There was a face mask. I think that's on the defense, Freddie, but that was a power move by that running back. No, that was on the offense, looks like.
You sure there wasn't a little holding on the defense?
I don't know. I'll rely on you, buddy. You're supposed to keep me out of trouble, brother.
I heard that.
Run up the middle. Looks like that is snuffed. For no gain there, 0 yards. Austin Johnson just brought him down in the backfield. They are in a hurry up. They've got 2 up top, 2 wide receivers up top, 1 down low. Back to snap. No pressure at all. Surveys the field, and Duarte gets it looks like didn't get that completion there, did he?
I think they knocked the ball loose.
Yeah. There's 3 wide receivers down at the bottom of the screen. Fake handoff in the middle, and he threw it to the corn dog vendor up in the stands.
Good defense by ECU there, holding them to 3 points after the turnover.
ECU holds, and UCF is lining up for a field goal here. And there's another flag. Who jumped here? Looks like that's on the offense.
Still 4th down.
Shouldn't be too much of an impact there for the kicker. 4th and goal. Lining up for the field goal here to put the first points on the board. Up it goes, and it is good. UCF draws blood first. Yep, first score of the game. UCF on top, and we are kicking it off to ECU. Let's see how they respond, Freddie. Ball caught on the goal line, up to the 20, up to the 23. What do you expect to see out of ECU, Freddie?
I think ECU needs to hit the little short passing game and mix in some runs.
Let's see if they prescribe to Fabulous Freddie's recommendation. We've got 2 tight ends, 1 in motion. Looks like it's an ace set there, back to handoff right up the middle. Stopped at the line, 4-yard rush though by Yazam. 2nd and 6, Freddie.
Looks like they got 3 tight ends in there.
Like any of the receivers were open on that one, and the quarterback just had to get rid of it. 3rd and 6. 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Back goes ECU. Throws it in the middle, wide open, at the chains. Chris Campbell, 8 yards, first down, move the chains. They're in hurry up. Empty backfield. Audible from the sideline. Looks like UCF's got 3 down linemen. I don't know what the hell
what
that
was that?
Yeah, that was definitely a
that even a pass? That could have been a lateral.
I don't know what that was, but I just saw after.
Hey, it was a lateral. They -3.
Back goes ECU. Dump off it on the right side. Vibrator gets 8 yards for the reception, 3rd and 5.
Vibrator, he's a big tight end now. He's a good tight end.
Yep, that Vibrator and tight ends, that's synonymous. And let's just go with the I formation with 2 wide on the top. Quarterback throws to the middle, 3-yard receptions to Gasm. 4th and 2, and it looks like the UCF defense holds, Freddie.
Yeah, they did. The Knights did a good job. Well, ECU really didn't attack them very much either.
ECU punts. UCF gets the ball, goes to the 30. Nice return by Carter Fernandez, 14 yards. Out comes UCF and Duarte Sanchez. Let's see if he can get some momentum going off that the last series. They did go down to field goal, but looked like he maybe wasn't on his game. Back he goes, dumps it off to the right side. Gets 4 yards on that, deceiving 4 yards, Freddie.
Good tackle by the defense, though.
Sanchez, 5 out of 10. Back in shotgun. 2nd and 6. Seconds ticking down in the first quarter. Run up the middle. First down and more. Stick and cider. 9-yard rush. And he's got 28 all day with a 4.7-yard average. Back goes UCF. They hand it off to the running back. 8-yard rush by Sider again. He's moving He's moving Freddie.
Hey, it ain't the first time I wouldn't be called Gunny.
Back goes UCF. And there is pressure. And Duarte is brought down by number 53. Do you swallow?
Hey, that was a good blitz there by the linebacker. That was a nice defensive play there.
Yes. He definitely swallowed up the quarterback there, Freddie. Okay. That is the end of the first quarter with UCF up 3-0.
We got a defensive game here, looks like.
Definitely. So here we go. Start of the second. Back in a shotgun formation is UCF. Plenty of time. A little pressure.
Woo!
Break it down. Throws it deep. Intercepted by ECU. Let's see who got that. First turnover of the game goes to John Williams. Free safety.
The quarterback got like a sandwich there. He got hit by two
Out
players.
of Pungo, Virginia. Nice.
Played by the Pirates.
There you go. That's the momentum you need, Freddie. Out comes ECU. Let's see if they can put some points on the board, make this interesting. Two wide receivers up top, tight end in motion.
Get defense up, or offense. Let's go.
Pass in the middle. First down. Move the chains. Happy and ding with a first down. They are in hurry up. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Almost an interception. Herb.
You almost gave that to him.
I don't know who that guy was, but Herb was his first name. He almost had a free trip to the end zone if he could have held onto that ball. Back goes ECU. Throws in the middle, wide open. First down, Travis Baldwin for 17 yards. Freddie, the ECU offense looks like they're starting to get on fire.
I think they're starting to get their rhythm here. They found their holes in the defense.
Shotgun, three wide receivers. Split wide receiver in motion. Back goes the quarterback. Handoff to the running back. Nice run. 8-yard rush by Orr. Chasm. That's 12 all night for him. 2nd and 2. Hurry up offense again.
Ooh.
Back in shotgun. Getting a
Ray with a goal.
Help me out on that one, Freddie. What?
Fucking Ray with a goal.
Fucking Ray with the goal. All right.
Bears.
There you go. We've got some cross simulation league references here. The folks at home, just hold on tight. You never know what's coming. 2nd and 10, ECU.
I think that's their first.
Back goes ECU to pass. Oh man, that
I don't
tight
know where
end
he was going that one.
Well, the tight end, Pornstar, looked like he was trying to get it to the tight end, but the tight end was like in 2nd gear. Should have been 4th. Back in a quad set goes Pornstar. Plenty of time, dumps it off in the middle. Let's see, yard after catch is great for the first down. Brad Marshall, 12-yard reception. 1st and 10. Move the chains, Freddie. They are knocking on the door.
Yeah, that was a good play, man. Very smart. Take what they give them.
Lining up in quad shotgun again. Another open pass in the middle. Doggy styles with for 7 yards.
Let the dogs out.
Okay, so they are back. They're knocking at the door, Frederick. And 2nd and 3. Back goes the quarterback. Another pass in the middle. Another. Well, no, it was incomplete.
I think that was a good thing he dropped that one.
Yeah, number 57. I don't know who that is, but yeah, great play there to deflect the pass. 3rd and 3. Clock is ticking. Pitch up to the halfback. The halfback was running to the chains, thought he had it, but John Day got slammed and did not get the first down, Freddie.
UCF defense tightened up there when they got in the red. Oh, they're going for it on 4th down.
This is ballsy. Tight end in motion. Single back in the backfield. See if they just try and draw him off sides. No, he is back. He's thrown it, and it is deflected. Pornstar, 7 for 12 for 67. But he did not complete that one to number 84. He could have caught that one and hit him right in the midst. Yeah, Gogi is going to rip the face off that guy.
Yeah, they should have took the 3 points. I think that was a mistake.
Out comes UCF first down. It is a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he is running past the chains and more. 18 yards for Duarte Sanchez. Move the chains, first down.
That's what you got to watch for. Once he gets in that little running mode and then he starts passing, it's going to get dangerous for ACU.
Duarte taking the audible from the sideline, back to snap. Dumps it off to the halfback and is not going anywhere. The ECU defense took Dick Insider and just threw him on the floor.
Couldn't get to that one offense, that defensive lineman, that defensive end played it well.
2nd and 12. Back in looks like a pistol formation with 3 wide. Back to snap goes Duarte, handoff up the middle. Nice hole. 12-yard rush by Sider. 3rd and 1, but gets leveled just short of the first down, Freddie.
That was a good hit there.
2 minute, close, approaching the 2-minute mark here. Up back in motion. Hornstar hands it off to the running back and gets leveled. Dick Insider has 0 yards, and they are back to punt. ECU stood strong, Freddie.
I don't know why he didn't keep going straight up. He had the first down. Why did he turn it to the outside? I don't understand.
ECU with the return. 9-yard return by Doggy Styles. And it is 1st and 10. They've got 1:49. Plenty of time, Freddie, right?
Ooh, that was a big hit by number 11.
Bob Funk, Dave Axis, Mark Plyer, and some guy named Suda Nakai are in chat, and we welcome you. Back goes ECU for the pass. Oh, man, I thought that was short. Doggy Styles with 10 yards. Nice pass. That was a crisp play there, Freddie.
Yeah, that was a nice short pass, but they need to go a little deeper here.
Tight end in motion, back in shotgun. Hornstar throws in the middle and not even close to any wide receiver. What do you think went wrong on that play, Freddie?
I think he led him a little far on it. Hornstar was just a little off.
Bunch line up on the left. Back goes Pornstar. Dumps it off to, looks like that's a tight end. Vibrator for 9 yards. Liberator. All right. It is 3rd and 1 with the clock ticking. 1 minute and 25. Clock bunch to the right. Pitch to the halfback. Doesn't go anywhere. Orgasm. Loss of 3 by Herb Everschmelz.
You need to get rid of that play. It ain't working.
I may not be saying that name right, Freddie.
Herb? Is it Herb or Herb?
And back to punt is ECU. UCF held. And they are leading by 3 with 1 minute left in the first half. ECU is going to let it wind down as close as they can. They don't want to give any time to UCF to put some points on the board. They're down to 3 seconds. And back to punt. Here we go. And it looks like it's going in the end zone. 37 seconds on the clock at the 20-yard line. Is that enough time, Freddie?
I think they're going to take the 3-0 lead into the locker room. But this has been a low-scoring game. I'm surprised. I thought there'd be more points.
Back goes UCF. Plenty of time. This quarterback decides to run it. Duarte Sanchez. I don't know why they counted that as a sack, but do you swallow with the sack?
Guess the commissioner's Xbox is running a little slow this morning. Hadn't warmed up yet.
Has to get warmed up.
I'm talking about just with the scoring.
We're getting a lot of feedback from the truck.
That's what I was saying. Got to get the cobwebs out of it.
Back goes UCF in shotgun with 3 wide, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Running back in the backfield. 2nd and 14 with seconds left on the clock for the first half. Looks like they're going to run this sucker out. No, they go take a snap. Let's see what they do. Quarterback keeper.
Better not get hurt.
I know. Not the smartest play, I think, Freddie. I mean, you don't want to get your quarterback hurt.
It looks like EBB is going to overtime.
At the half, it is 3-0. UCF on top. This is like not. You can't say this is a offensive clinic, Freddie. But for the first half, tell me what stands out to you.
The defenses, both of them are playing tough and they're not giving up no big plays. Turnovers. I think one team's got 2 turnovers and the other one's got 1, don't they?
Yep, I think you are right, sir. One right there. Yeah, we've got. This is going to be a barn burner. Let's see if one of the offenses can. That didn't look like either of the offenses, kind of found their rhythm, Freddie, in the first half.
Well, you can tell by the stats. Look at there, man. Both of them barely got 100 yards total. Only 1 turnover. I thought there was 2 turnovers.
Yeah, I think both teams are rusty from the layoff, and we will not blame Dave for that.
We're going to blame it on COVID.
Definitely.
We're
going to blame it on goddamn COVID, right? Here we go, starting out the second half. UCF kicking off to ECU. All caught on the 5, return up to the 30, maybe the 33. This is a rivalry game. This can't be a rivalry game.
It's a conference game, ain't it? Bootleggers.
It said rivalry game up there, but UCF is my rival. Oh, it's in the division. Okay, so out come ECU. The truck is animate tonight, filling us with information, whether we like it or not.
Porn star with the little jump pass there. Did you see that?
Yeah. 2nd and 10. Out comes ECU. It's like they're in a tight package with an I formation with 2 to the right, left, and he threw it out of bounds to I don't know.
Shit.
Winkler is in the house now. Back goes ECU. No pressure at all. Quarterback surveys the field wide open deep at the 20-yard line. Takes it down. 52-yard reception by Travis Baldwin. 2 receptions, 69 yards all night. Porn star, 10 for 18, 138. They are moving. They are fired up, Freddie. You think we're going to get some points on the board here?
Yeah, they better. That was a running back that caught that pass. I think.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Back goes Porn star. Handoff off the middle. 3 yards for Orgasm. He's got 14 all night, 2.3 yard average. They are in the hurry up, back in shotgun. Split back in motion. Up against a 4-down lineman set. Handoff up the middle again. And he has gone to the end zone. Orgasm for 12 yards. And the touchdown.
That was a good play.
That was a great play. That was a great series. And it started with that long pass. And Mr. Gasm just took it to the climax there in the end zone and got the nice drive. 5 plays, 64 yards, 44 seconds, quick scoring. ECU came out. They had their juice boxes and orange slices at halftime, and they were ready for bear.
Now the defense needs to open up.
UCF with the return catches it on the 1-yard line. Out to the 30, still going. Almost to the 40. Great return by Carter Fernandez, 38 yards. ECU Pirates, they've got 2 sacks tonight, going up, and 1 interception. They are playing well. Let's see what UCF has in their pocket to see if they can put some points on the board. Lining up in shotgun. 2 wide receivers up top, 1 below. Run up the middle. Nice run, almost to the first down yard marker there, Freddie. Digging inside there, 56 yards tonight, 5.6 yard average. Back they go again, 2nd and 2.
They need to stick with that running game right there. That little
they're not stopping them, Freddie. That was a weird formation. Quarterback keeper for the first down to the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. Nice run by Sanchez. 5-yard average tonight for him. And they are in hurry up. 2 wide receivers up top, 1 below. Back goes Sanchez. He's keeping it again. Trying to see if he can go to the well again, but it gets 4 yards, Freddie.
This is UCF right here when Sanchez hands the ball off to the fullback or keeps it. When they're dangerous.
Sanchez with the snap. It's another keeper. First down and more to the 25, maybe the 24-yard line. 41 yards all night for Sanchez. He is moving this offense, and he is responding.
It's basically the same play they've run about the last 3 times.
Sanchez back to pass, dumps it off right side to Adden Graves, 7-yard reception, 2nd and 3. They are well within field goal range. They should be walking away with some points here if they don't screw it up. Back is Sanchez, another keeper play. First down and more, down to the 9-yard line. Great run. He's a big boy, Freddie.
Yeah,
This
is how they played early when they was running this kind of offense.
Look at that. Both teams have 162 yards on offense. Back goes Sanchez again. Hand off to Chris Harris. He doesn't go anywhere. Brought down, I think that was Adams brought him down.
I don't know why you ran to the right. The hole was up the middle.
Yeah, right into the strength of the defense. Back in shotgun, 3 wide. Handoff to the wide receiver for a jet reverse. Jason Benson, 5 yards. Slick play there.
That was kind of weird. He kind of cut it short, didn't he?
Yeah. They're still in hurry up. Back in the AB divide. Shotgun, 2 up top, 1 down below. It looks like we got a rush. He avoids the rush. Able to pass. Sanchez gets it to the receiver on the 5-yard line. And Joel Brown, a lot of effort, a lot of strength, catches that ball, Freddie, and just puts 4 more yards in, but short of the first down.
He didn't want to go down, though. It took about 4 or 5 of them to tackle him.
And UCF responds with a field goal. 1-point ball game. ECU up 7. Number 18, ECU up 7 over number 12, UCF 6. ECU gets the ball back. Past the 20, past just about at the 30. Isaac Richardson with a 29-yard return. Let's see what they've got in their offensive pocket. Ready.
Well, they just need to do what they did last time. Just keep throwing them little intermediate passes right there in the middle and run it.
Shotgun I-twins. A run up the middle. Orgasm. 29 yards tonight.
Weak guy.
Second and 7. Back goes Pornstar. Throws it past the first down marker to Vibrator for 12 yards. First down, move the chains.
The Vibrator's a good receiver for ECU. Need to use him a little more.
All right, weak eye for him. Well, now it motion into a strong. Back goes Pornstar. Was he inbound? Yeah, he was, for only 1 yard. William Thompson with a 1-yard reception. Pornstar 12 for 20, 151 all night. 2nd and 9, back goes Pornstar, and he's going to keep it, and it isn't going to go anywhere. Sacked for -3. Brought down by Rufus Stoss.
Rufus!
Looked like he clotheslined him there. Holy mackerel. I think that was the tackle of the game, Freddie.
I think that hit by number 11 earlier was the tackle.
Yeah, that's probably up there too. Yeah. Back goes Pornstar. Dumps it off in the middle. Oh, was that just short. Happy and ding.
They're going to go for it. No, they're going to punt it.
Yeah, ECU is punting it. Nice stop by UCF. They have the chance to take the lead here.
I think they got the momentum on their side. They're going into
most
the
definitely. It's a fast quarter. We've got a lot of even stats here. Each category is separated by just a handful. Out comes UCF, down by 1 with 30 seconds left in the third. Back in shotgun. Sanchez goes back, dumps it off, and oh wow, that was a great run after catch. Oh my God. Aiden Graves, 18 yards. That's his second of the night. 25 yards total. First down, moving the chains. Let's see. So far, Freddie, they are fired up and ready to put some points on the board. Back in shotgun.
Looking better. Like I said, they're getting their momentum down.
Nice run by Dickens for 6 yards, maybe just short of the first down marker. I can't speak. Sorry. Back goes Sanchez. Throws it deep and complete to Gabe Afhouf for 22 yards. Moving the chains, Freddie. They are fired up.
They're looking real good now. All of a sudden, they got their rhythm and then moving them chains.
Quarterback keeper and got slammed. Only 1 yard for Sanchez. And that's the end of the third. ECU is up by 1 over UCF, 7-6. Get your floors up, everybody. Get your 69s up, everybody. I've been away so long, I forget all the rules here. Dave, sorry. He's yelling at me in my ear. 69, goddammit! 69! And that's a speed reverse, jet reverse there. Nice run. 17 yards by Wing. And that is a first down, and they are moving the chains, and they are in scoring range here, Freddie.
Didn't take them long, did it?
No, they're moving it fast. Audible from the sidelines. They are back with the pass. Plenty of time. Dumps it off the middle. In between two defensive players. Lexus Bricks. That's his third reception of the day. Total of 20 yards. Duarte's got 11 for 17. You Swallow got the tackle on that one.
UCF needs to get some touchdowns. Field goals ain't going to do it, I don't think.
And it's a keeper, and he's going past the first down. Duarte for 8 yards. Big tackle, though. I mean, he got hit hard. I don't think a quarterback can stand after that too long. Back in shotgun formation. Another keeper. Oh, a missed tackle. Wow. Sanchez takes it into the end zone for the score. UCF takes the lead 12-7 with a field goal, an extra point pending. That was a great series there, Freddie.
Yeah, I think I seen Danny Don walking down the causeway here earlier.
Going for 2, another quarterback keeper, and just gets laid out in the backfield. Number 49.
Wonder which locker room he's going to.
Holy mackerel. 4 minutes and 17 seconds left. ECU receiving the ball. Down by 5. They take the ball past the 20. To the 24-yard line, Travis Baldwin, 27-yard return. Again, look at these stats. I mean, they're pretty close across the board. First down, 5 more for UCF. And we are back to play action here. First and 10.
I think they got most of that in the third quarter, though, because I think Pirates didn't do much in the third quarter.
Back goes Pornstar. Has to roll out of the pocket because of the pressure and intercept. Oh, no. To the 39-yard line, 41-yard line. Number 33, Pat McNair with the interception. That was just a bad pass, Freddie.
Yeah, what did I tell you? Dandy Don, he's starting to warm up.
Oh, boy. I can't wait for that. Out comes UCF. They are in control. Up by 5, 4 minutes left in the quarter. Lining up in shotgun. Back goes Sanchez. And he is going to keep it and run and get a first down and more.
Oh, no!
Fumble. And he fumbles. And it's a turnover. That is not what they wanted to happen, obviously. Let's see if maybe this could be reviewed.
Was he down? I think he might have been down.
I can't tell from... Oh, no, he dropped it.
Out.
Yeah, he dropped it. Great smothering defense by UCU, yeah? Back goes Porn Star. Down by 5. Ticket, not much time left in the fourth quarter. He's got to get something going. Orgasm for only 2. Clock is still ticking. 2nd and 8. Single formation. Up back in motion. Back goes Porn Star. Plenty of time. No pressure at all. Holy mackerel. That was a coverage sack,
another
Freddie.
turnover.
That was a coverage sack, my friend. Number 47 was
time to throw it.
Yeah, that was like a wrestling match there. I mean, complete with three rounds.
Okay,
Third
his
and
offensive
16.
lineman bailed him out there, though. It's a big third down, though, right here. 3rd and 16.
4 wide. 3rd and 16. Back goes Porn Star. Dumps it off in the middle. Not going anywhere. Baldwin for only 5 yards. It's 4th and 11. You go for it or you punt it? I'm assuming you probably punt it.
I guess they got 3 timeouts. I guess they can. Hopefully, their defense can hold them.
Back to punt. Not the best punt in this season. I mean, that was not a good punt at all. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left. ECU gets the ball, and they get a chance to take the lead here.
I guess they gonna. Dave, you got to record Danny Don in case he's not here.
Sorry, UCF gets the ball and can control the game. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Freddie.
Okay, we need to get that recording done. Take me to the studio.
Duarte with a 7-yard rush. 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's who I'm playing tonight,
ticking.
ain't it? See, that's who I'm playing tonight.
Freddie and the truck are having their own conversation here. And let's just sit back and relax and enjoy it.
I'm just talking to myself, Charles, because you're not answering.
Incomplete pass by Duarte Sanchez. 3rd and 3.
Pirates, you need to stop them.
Do you run it or pass it here, Freddie?
They're going to run it.
Well, they ran it and they got the first down. Kick insider with 5 yards. 71 all day. 5.9 yard average. Not bad, Freddie.
They need to keep running and run the clock out.
Most definitely.
Keep getting the first down.
Let's see if they listen to Freddie. They're not listening to Freddie at all. Decide to throw it. 4-yard reception by Dickens. Slider.
The field goal's only going to make it a 1-possession game still.
That's right. None of the stats are jumping out at me on either side. A 12-7 game. UCF ahead. Another dump off from the left side. Short of the first down. 3rd and inches. Dickens. Slider for, I don't know, a couple yards. 3rd and inches.
Big third down here.
All right.
Turn out the light. Oh, no.
Oh, last pit. Oh, didn't he?
Oh.
Pitched it off at the last second and that thing go anywhere. Field goal here. Up goes the kick. And it is good. 15-7. UCF, number 12. So far is leading against number 18, ECU. ECU is going to need to take this ball, Freddie, put it in the end zone, and get a 2-point conversion.
They're going to definitely have to score here now.
Here we go. 2 minutes left. And the return is to the 30.
Is he gone? Can he go?
To the 50. To the 40.
Wow.
42-yard line. 56-yard return by Isaac Richardson. That's what they needed, Freddie.
That was a great return, man. Got them fired up, and now I can see them. They're fired up.
Here we go. ECU back to snap. Throws in the middle. 10-yard reception by Vibrator. 2nd and inches. The Vibrator. Clock is ticking. We're down to 1 minute and 30. Back goes Porn Star, and almost interception there.
They tried to go back to Vibrator.
Well, you know, he's humming along tonight.
vibrator getting a lot of use.
Definitely. Run up the middle, first down. Orgasm for 2. Clock is still ticking. They got plenty of time there, Freddie.
Well, they got plenty of time. Just need to get the right play here.
They got 1 timeout. Audible from the sideline. Back goes Porn Star. No rush at all. Dumps it out to the left side. That was Charles Campbell with just an angry run after catch. Second and inches.
Get off me.
Porn Star taking the audible. They're back in shotgun, 2 up top, 1 down below. Back he goes to snap. Throws to Happy and ding for 11 yards. 34 yards all day. And they are
you on the edge of your seat right now.
Yeah. They are knocking at the door, Freddie. That goes Porn Star. Oh, and he gets brought down. Sack, loss of 9. Brought down by Max Pound. That's the second sack of the night.
You can't do that, buddy. You got to get rid of the ball.
Porn Star stops the clock. 3rd and 19. Do you go for all of it, or you just try and take some of the yards, Freddie?
I take half of it at least.
All right. Back goes Porn Star. Throws it to the right side, and it is incomplete. Big 4th down here. This is the game.
That was a bad play.
This is the game. Looks like there's a tight end pair on the right side. Back goes Porn Star. Gets some pressure. Porn Star gets sacked for a loss of 7, and that is the ball game.
Yeah, Dandy Don's coming in to sing, turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Let's call it a night, the party's over. Starts the same old thing again.
So for the rest of the league, I just want to let you know, Freddie will be putting out a best of compilation that'll be coming out in March. Not only will this Danny Don song be coming out, but we'll be having more songs. We'll let you know later, but and we'll give you the website where you can order. He has his own song that he wrote his own words to in musical compilation called The Fuck. It's like a country western rap beat, but different, yes.
Well, that's a game there, wasn't it?
Yep.
Good game there in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it was a slugfest up until the end.
Pirates had their chance. Look at the ECU Knights. They celebrate like they just won the national championship.
Yeah, well, they needed it. Everybody's been off for so long. There's pounds of white substances on the counter back in the locker room. That's it. Yeah, that's definitely a shocker.
That's kind of weird score, ain't it?
Yeah, ECU loses 7-15 to UCF. What stood out to you, Freddie? Looking back at this game.
Oh, the way that I told you that Sanchez, if he runs the ball, ECU's going to win the game. And he ran the ball. I bet he had at least 80 yards.
Well, you called it, Freddie. We've got some snapshots of the game. Everybody's favorite part after the game. Look at these. That's beautiful.
Love them colors, though. Sharp colors. I love that purple.
So let's go look at some post-game stats here.
This is your department right here, Charles. You're the stat man.
Yeah, look at first downs. UCF up 14-10. Total offense 283 to 203. UCF. Wow. 15 rushes for 3 yards to 168 for UCF. Third down conversions. Wow. ECU 40 to 25 for UCF. Wow. 33% in the red zone for ECU, 100 for UCF. 2 turnovers for UCF, and they didn't let that Keep them back 1 interception apiece. Total yards, pretty even. And a punishment. Penalties 2-1. Time of possession, about a minute more for UCF. Player stats. Let's look at Sanchez. Good game for him. 115 yards, Freddie. 1 interception. But I think his rushing yards was...
Yeah, he's going to be my MVP. Like
79
close
yards.
to 80 yards.
Yeah.
Had a touchdown.
And a touchdown. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. It looks like most of that rushing, I think, was in the second half. Sider, 4 receptions for 11 yards. No receiving touchdowns for UCF. Excuse me. And Graves and somebody else got a sack. And Pound got 3 sacks. Strauss got 1. So defensive players got to be Pound. McNair got 1 interception. Well, we're looking at a lot of zeros, folks, but hang in there. We're going to get something. Peacock, 3 for 3. Yeah, what happened? I don't remember either. Fernandez, 2 kick returns and a 1 punt return.
No, they went for it. They went for 2 one time.
Star got 113 rating, 200 yards, 1 interception. Not a great night. He got sacked 4 times. Chasm got 31 yards and a touchdown. Cornstar is not the best rushing night for him.
Wasn't a very good night for.
I don't know if he's known as a runner though. Does he run as leading receiver was Vibrator for 39 yards, 4 receptions. Most yards was Baldwin for 74. No touchdowns at all for ECU. And sacks, we got 2 sacks for Swallow. That's about it. And then 1 interception for J. Jonah Williams. And that's about it from a stat standpoint, everybody. And we have got a lot of G-Spot. We can't forget G-Spot, ever. We don't ever forget G-Spot. You'll be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, 3 kick returns for Richardson. It's going fast. You gotta keep track, folks at home. The truck does not fuck around.
We have 5 minutes.
We are moving on to the next game. Moving on. This is Air Force, led by Brian the Ghost Craven. Wait.
Oh, fuck.
Wait a minute. What is going on? What is going on? The truck. We have a meltdown in the truck, folks. You all just, drink them if you got them.
Player of the game.
Smoke them if you got them. Player of the game. Lazarus Peacock. What the hell?
That's what I say. The field kicker for 3.
Max Pound got 3 sacks. I'll give the Pound 3.
Yeah, I give Max Pound.
Peacock? Yeah. Okay. And then on the losing side, Orgasm with 31 yards and a touchdown, and Swallow with 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and 2 tackles for a loss. 9 tackles is not bad. That's what the truck's telling me. Now let's move on to Air Force, number 19 versus UNLV, number 1, 2-5 against 6-1. Air Force.
Rebels took over the number 1 spot.
That's what I'm looking at.
Damn.
Brian the Ghost Craven is leading Air Force against Doug Britton. He's not only the AD, but the head coach, too. He's a man of many roles.
Wyoming didn't get much respect last week, did they?
I don't know, man. It's been so long. We're going to look at something really exciting here, folks. UNLV is at the top of the Wayward division at 6-1. Maybe they're tied.
Is that your rival too?
Maybe they're tied with YO.
Oh, did you play UNLV next week or something? Oh, okay.
So do they hear you talking, Dave? Okay. So Air Force is kind of at the bottom of the Wayward division. Colorado is the bottom feeder, but Air Force is not far behind. So Air Force is looking for redemption. Coach is ready to go out there and break some teeth tonight.
It's going to be interesting to see if Air Force can keep control of the ball and keep UNLV, offense off the field, maybe.
Definitely. And Freddie, I heard you had spent some time with Coach Brian Craven before the game, and what were his thoughts?
Well, he basically just said that he wanted to keep the ball on the ground and control the clock, like I just said, and don't let UNLV get the ball. Just keep it the whole time.
Okay. Great. I am so ready to pass this off to Frank and team. So who's in the booth here, Truck? Okay, so Frank, am I play-by-play? Frank, you are play-by-play. I'm looking forward to
play-by-play.
Oh, this is Frank's franchise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, and I'll be in the same turn out the light.
Sorry. That was the worst handoff ever. Frank, get your ass in here. Get your ass in the booth.
My ass is in the booth. You just flew in from, where was it, ECU?
Yep, I'm tired.
Yeah, I bet your arms are tired.
And I got an upgrade in first class, and the drinks were free. That's all I'm saying. Oh, yeah.
Well, it looks like we got a good night for football. Out here in Vegas, we got the UNLV, the number 1 UNLV Rebels taking on Air Force, taking them on. We're at Sam Boyd Stadium, where the temperature is 58 degrees. The skies are clear. It's a good night for football. I don't think the cool weather is going to bother Air Force very much. I believe they like it this way. They're going to ground and pound and hopefully control the clock, like Freddie said earlier, and keep that talented UNLV offense off the field. Which quarterback are we going to see tonight for Air Force?
I have no idea. I really don't.
Is it going to be, was it Kyle Peterson and Raylan Gibbons?
I think you're right on that one.
He's the starter now? Okay. So we'll see Gibbons at quarterback. Probably see Walter Goggins is one of the running backs for UNLV. Quarterback Dustin McCrack, I believe, is quarterback. Scott Johnson at halfback, and the ever-talented Essex Denabola at tight end.
There's 2 burning questions tonight, Mr. Franchise. One is, have you ever been to Vegas before? And if so, what are your favorite spots? And the second one is, who the hell is Sam Boyd?
I don't know, but he's got a stadium named after him. I have been to Vegas plenty of times. My wife is a casino executive for Caesars.
Really?
And, yes, and so she's big time. So we go once a year, once every other year. She goes all the time. She travels to Vegas all the time for work. But we go with a small group of friends, and we'll hang out at Caesars. We like going to Bellagio. Any one of the properties that they own, we like to visit.
So what the next question is, what does it take to become a member of your small group of friends?
We got a group of friends that our kids have kind of bonded together, and so we bonded together, and
That's
we
not
call us
inclusive at all. They're not inclusive at all.
we, we call ourselves the Vegas group, and we'll travel out there about once a year. All right, let's take it down to Sam Boyd Stadium again. A clear night, 58 degrees. The Air Force Falcons taking on the UNLV Rebels. Rebels coming out with their gray helmets, red jerseys, gray pants. Air Force going to be in all white, looks like. UNLV ready to defend that number 1 ranking. What do you got to say there, Clint?
I think the key for Air Force to make some noise here is keep their quarterback upright and healthy. They've got that option offense, and if that's clicking, I think UNLV might have some problems tonight.
All right. Now the only thing for Air Force, if they fall behind early, it takes them out of their game. They could be in some trouble. Now, we have seen them in the past go to the air, which was surprising, and was able to do something with it. But if they get too far behind, it might be difficult. UNLV receiving the ball. Kick is to the 3. He's going to take it up to the 30, to the 35, almost to the 40-yard line. Good return there for UNLV. Going to set up shop there at the 37. Handoff, no, play action to Scott Johnson. He's got plenty of time, and he's going to, wrong colored jersey there, Dustin. First play of the game is a turnover for Air Force, and setting them up in good shape.
That was a horrible pass. I mean, not even close. He did not put the ball anywhere near where the wide receiver could get it. It was either a horrible pass or a horrible route run by the UNLV wide receiver.
Might have been a horrible route run because he threw it right to the Air Force Falcon for the interception. We got a pickup of 9 there for Air Force on their first play. Coming out in their standard 1 fullback, 2 wings, 2 wide receivers, quarterback under center. We got movement in the line there. We got a false start by Air Force, going to put them back now 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Coach Craven grabbed onto his ponytail and tugged it on that one in frustration.
That will make a head coach very furious when your offensive line, who already knows the snap count, jumps. We got motion, handoff to the motion man. He's going to get that 5 yards back and make it 3rd and 1. That's Walter Goggins there with the run.
That was a good way to respond after that penalty. They're in decent 3rd and 1, plenty of options.
Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to pull around the end. He's got plenty of room. He has the first down. A lot more is going to be tackled at the 19. That's Raylan Gibbons for a 19-yard gain.
He's shifty. He's short, not the tallest quarterback in the league, but he's got some speed, man.
Got the pitch this time. He takes a shot. Being short like that, you can kind of hide yourself behind that big offensive line. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, Gruber with another nice run.
Standard formation for Air Force under center. Motion. Handoff to the fullback. He's going to get the first down and more. He's going to be inside the 10. Boyd Crowder with an 8-yard gain. That's going to put them 1st and goal for the Falcons.
And they're giving the ball to everyone in the backfield, mixing it up from quarterback to up back to halfback to fullback.
Quarterback keeps it again. He's going to walk it in. Touchdown, Air Force. Raylan Gibbons with yet another score, and Air Force is on fire.
Textbook Air Force offensive playbook. I mean, everything, with the exceptions of that one miscue on the line, they were firing all cylinders.
I agree. Good drive for Air Force. Everything was positive except for that false start, but they were able to overcome that. Extra points going to be up and good. 7-0. Number ranked 19 Air Force leading number 1 UNLV.
A nice punch in the mouth to the number 1 team in the league. Now let's see how they respond.
Getting kickoff to the 2. He's going to take it up to about the 25-yard line. That's Matty Britton with a 23-yard return. It's going to set UNLV up for their second drive. Let's hope they're not one and done like they were last time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Air Force has got to lock in here and keep UNLV out of the score column.
We got double receivers down here at the bottom, man in motion. I think that's Essex Dinabola that splits out. It's going to be a handoff to Scott Johnson, bumps off of a tackler, stiff arms another one, and is able to get a yard.
They lined up in that 4 wide set, and when you're running that, the defensive line needs to be very disciplined and maintain their lead and their discipline and their lane. And the defensive tackle on the left side looks like he didn't hold.
Well, that was throwing the cheap seats there, Clint. I don't know where he was going with that. He had Scott Johnson there, and he was able to get the ball to him, but he just put it in the cheap seats there on that throw. 3rd and 9. Downfield, the ball is to Essex Dinabola for a 14-yard reception and a first down for the Rebels.
That was a smart route run by Dinabola. Caught it just short of the first down, but had the wherewithal to turn it upfield and get that extra yard.
Big, strong run by Scott Johnson, a 6-yard gain. He met somebody in the backfield and told him to get off me. 2 receivers to the top with a tight end. Also, play action to Scott down the field. And there's the man again, Essex Dinabola with a 28-yard reception.
Yeah, Frank, they're starting to warm up there on the UNLV side, and doesn't look good for Air Force.
Need to hunker down here, Falcons, to stop this drive. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson makes a move in the backfield. Another stiff arm, and he's down to the 21, a pickup of 7 for a good, strong run by Scott Johnson.
Definitely a strong run. He left the mark on that defender.
2 receivers to the top, tight end down to the left. He's going to hit him on the in route. We have the catch and a first down. Jimmy Carey with a 4-yard reception, and it's enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they're giving the receivers a lot of cushion there, Frank, and I think they may need to start thinking about maybe bumping them off the line.
Yeah, a little bump and run coverage, maybe a little, doesn't necessarily have to be man, but looks like Scott Johnson might be hurt.
That's not good.
Shoulders hurting from all them stiff arms he's been throwing out.
Yeah, his elbow got disconnected.
Plenty of time for Dustin McCrack. He dumps it off. It's going to be close to a first down to Brad Watson, a 10-yard reception. It will be a first and goal just outside the 6-yard line. UNLV going tempo.
That's a quick response. I mean, God, look, just like nothing, they're back and they're in scoring range here.
There it is. Touchdown to Tracy Hall coming across the middle. Dangerous when you throw it to the middle like that, but Tracy Hall was able to pull it in and pull UNLV with even here with the extra point coming up.
With the exception of 1 or 2 plays, it looked like UNLV just had their way with the Air Force defense. I mean, Air Force needs to do something. As I said before, pressure on the line or pressure in the middle to get to the quarterback, something to disrupt UNLV, because that was textbook execution, and Air Force has got to be scratching their heads.
Yeah, you are correct there, Clint. We had Dustin McCrack was standing back there with plenty of time to survey the field and throw it to whoever he wanted to. Dixie Normus with the return of 28 gets the Air Force offense back out on the field, and let's see if they can answer this drive. All right, we've got the handoff there to Boyd Crowder there with a 2-yard. With a first down gain, and then now we've got to name some people here in the chat that we've got Chris Lee, we've got David Leathers, we got Bob Funk, of course Dave Axis is here.
I think Goals is right in the party with 17 last time I saw.
Biff Markham, I don't want to forget about old Biff. He's in the house watching. quickly now Air Force has moved down in 1st and goal, handoff to Crowder, and Crowder just sidesteps somebody, steps into the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown. That man is big. I didn't realize he was that big, but just watching him run right there, nobody wants to tackle him.
But what a perfect way to respond. UNLV responds to Air Force by going a handful of plays, putting it in the end zone. Air Force straps it on, takes it all the way back quickly, and a handful of plays as well. We got a ball game, 14-7. UNLV is trying to figure out how to control this Air Force offense.
And Air Force is fine with this way this is going because they can run their offense, and if UNLV scores, they've been able to answer because UNLV has not been able to stop them. This might be a high-scoring game. All right, some other people that are in. Twin Screw in the house. Ben Stacking Paper, Biff Mark and Bob Funk, Kerry Bakes, Chris Lee, Dave Access, Doug Britton. I know Doug would be here with his UNLV Revs playing. David Leathers, Ethan Kai, Freddie in the house, Frank the Franchise Wade, of course, Goals, Amachita, Kelly Gates Collection. All right, Papa Lickin, Marker Piler. I can't see these very good; they're real small. Scurvy Dog, Sports Fan, Sodu Nakai, Swagger in 64, Swagger Muffin 64, and the Colin 41. Wow. Got a lot of people in the house there, right there. And now we got 3rd and 22. Sorry, I stepped away from the play-by-play for a minute, but there was a lot of names to read out there. Thank you for everybody for joining us.
There you go.
Number 1 team in the nation, and it has a 3rd down and 22. Dustin McCrack is ticked off. It looks like he's under center. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got time. He lets it go downfield. Good catch by Jimmy Carey's 13-yard reception, but he's going to be 9 yards short, and UNLV is going to have to punt. And this might be some trouble because they cannot stop the Air Force offense.
Yeah, I mean, great series by Air Force there to hold them and make them punt. If they've got the same momentum they had on that last drive, UNLV is going to be in dire straits.
Dixie Normus almost had his head ripped off, and that could be very painful.
I hate it when Dixie Normus's head gets ripped off.
Here we go. We got a little offset with a motion handoff. No, he's going to pull it and keep it, and he's going to get the first down. A gain of 13 is Raylan Gibbons.
And he's elusive, man. I mean, he's like I said before, he's a short quarterback. When he gets that ball, it's like getting an elusive finesse running back with the ball.
Same play flipped over, and it's going to be a gain of 7. He does a good job of putting the ball in the pocket of Boyd Crowder and rides that pocket, and everybody collapses on him, and then he'll pull it, and then he's got room to run. Another false start for Air Force.
Yeah, it looked like the guard jumped off sides there. It's probably because Mike Twinscrew came in the house, and he makes everybody nervous.
Coach Craven's got to be upset. 2 penalties in the game, both of them on his offensive line for jumping. Another pull, nice. Another keep. He's going to get the first down back. He's breaking it. He's to the 40. Wow. He's to the 35. Inside the 35, Raylan Gibbons with a 30-yard gain. 18 seconds to go.
Best run of the night, Frank. I mean, you thought it was going to get brought down in the backfield, but the quarterback just held on to it, disciplined, and kept the lane. And great game.
Standard formation. He pulls again. He's going to have to pitch it this time, and he does for a gain of 4. Chris Howell on the run.
A couple seconds left in the quarter, but so far Air Force is where they need to be.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Moving on to the second quarter, Air Force driving with a lead of 14-7. We've got Boyd Crowder with 2 touchdowns. Again, that guy's big, and he just does not want to be touched by any of those UNLV players.
Back in shotgun, that's odd.
That is odd. When you're driving and killing them the way you have been, and they get in shotgun and try to hand it off, and it's a 4-yard loss for Air Force, and not something they like to be in is 3rd and long.
Yeah, a head scratcher there. I mean, they had the momentum there, and they decided to roll the dice, and it just completely blew up on them.
Now he's forced back to pass. He's got pressure. He does get the ball away. It's going to be short. The ball's caught at 30, and it's going to be 4th and 5. That's Dixie Normus with the reception. Raylan Gibbons is 2 for 2.
Going for it.
They're going to go for it here.
Wow.
Out of the shotgun, pistol formation. He has time to throw. He lets it go, that pass is going to be short. Ends up being a pass to Robert Burks for a 1-yard reception. I think I would have gone field goal there.
Yeah, or I would have ran a route that was at the line, at the chains, or beyond. Yes. I mean, that guy was 5 yards short, and it's not like you have your elite wide receiver there catching the ball. It looked like that was like the tight end of the fullback that caught it.
You got to know down and distance, and that's going to hurt them right here, because now UNLV is going to take advantage and come back and tie this game up. I haven't seen anything on Scott Johnson yet. If anybody saw something, let me know. But I can't even tell if he's back in the game or not. But Dustin McCrack there with the completion sets up first down. Another pass down the field. I think that might be Scott Johnson right there with the catch.
Look like there was offsides on D.
Beef Wellington was offsides. I wonder if that's one of Coach's favorite meals.
Yeah. Yeah, may not.
Oh, we got a play action to Scott Johnson. We got the pass caught by Essex Dinabola with his 3rd catch of the evening. And I just love saying that name, Essex Dinabola.
Sounds like a tropical disease.
There we go. Handoff to Scott Johnson. He's going to break 2 tackles, 3 tackles, 4 tackles, 5 tackles, and he's down inside the 20. Scott Johnson back. Whatever happened to him, he brushed it off just like he's doing those Air Force tacklers.
Yeah, that was an amazing run. I thought he was going to get brought down in the backfield, but he just shook off 1, 2, 3 defenders and got a great gain.
Oh, Beef Wellington says, not this time, Scott Johnson. You know, Clint, that last drive that UNLV was on, Scott Johnson wasn't in the game, and they were forced to punt. Now with Scott Johnson back in, they're moving the ball down the field.
I don't know how they gave him 2 yards on that one.
I don't either.
Put up in the backfield.
Looks like he's going to be looking for Dinabola right here.
Oh.
Nope. Corner touchdown.
Did he catch that?
Matty Britton with the touchdown.
It looked like he was covered. And 2 things. It looked like the quarterback was getting pressure. Yeah, number 6 there on the defense almost had him a second late. And the defender had him to rights as well. But I don't know. That was a great pass by the UNLV quarterback.
Yeah, Dustin McCrack put it right there where he needed to have it. Only his guy could catch it. Doug Britton in the chat said that Scott Johnson had a bruised shoulder and did come back this drive, obviously, and had no effects of the bruised shoulder by pushing those tacklers off of him.
It says bruised shoulder in the official notes, but he could have had too much Beef Wellington.
That's true. Now, Air Force needs to get back to what they were doing. Don't get in shotgun. Keep handing the ball off. Running Raylan Gibbons and Walter Goggins and the rest of that running attack and stay out of shotgun. There you got Boyd Crowder with a gain of 7. It's going to set up 2nd and 3 with 3 minutes to go in the half.
You just don't know who they're going to give it to. I mean, it must be hard as hell for a defensive coordinator to try and game plan against this.
Yeah, it's very hard because it's all reads, and he's going to put it in the belly of the fullback, and if the end crashes down, he's going to pull it. If the end stays wide, he's going to give it to him, and then he's going to, if he does pull it, he's going to read the next guy and pitch it if he needs to pitch it. Shakes off that tackle, but unable to shake off that tackle for a -3. That's Jason Davis with his 2nd tackle. How he broke away from that defensive end, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. If we would have got past that 2nd defender, that would have been like play of the season.
He might still be running if he got past him.
That's right.
So now we've gone to 2 wide receivers up top. He's going to play action fake. He's got time. He's going to throw it downfield. He has a man for the first down, And inside UNLV territory is Robert Burks with a 23-yard catch.
Yeah, I was going to say on the last play that, you got a quarterback in this scheme that is a halfway decent passer. I mean, you've got a dangerous combination there, and he showed it on that. I didn't think he was that good a passer.
There's a good 7-yard rush by Walter Goggins. It doesn't look like much, but it kind of lulls you to sleep. You get 4 yards here, 3 yards there, 7, and all of a sudden, bang, you're going to pop a 60-yarder. Got another flag on the field. Oh, we got another false start. That is the third one.
Yeah, that's not good at all. I mean, that's lack of discipline on the offensive line.
Let's say too much beef Wellington for a pregame meal.
Right. That's right.
There we got the pitch. He's going to take it around the edge. He's got plenty of room. He's going to get the first down and brought down at the 25-yard line. It's going to be, 15-yard line. They are in the red zone, knocking on the door. Motion again. He's going to pull it. He's got all the room in the world. He's going to. He gets in. Touchdown. Raylan Gibbons.
He is such a weapon. I mean, I looked at the start of that play. I didn't think he was going to go anywhere, but he was able to get it into the goal line, and I'm thinking, he's not going to get it in. But just that extra effort just powers it in. What a great athlete.
He does, like I said earlier, he does a great job of putting it in the belly of the fullback. I thought the fullback had it. I didn't know he pulled it until I saw the defensive end turn around, start chasing him. But that is a great job by Raylan Gibbons in protecting the football, hiding the football, and throwing everybody off, including myself.
Yeah, we've got the number 19 team up by 7 with 2 minutes left in the first half.
Matty Britton with that return of 32 yards. This is go time for Dustin McCrack and that UNLV offense. Tied in, 2 receivers to the top, 1 receiver to the bottom, drop back to pass. He's got some time. Ill-advised route, I would say, if you're needing to move it down the field. Running backwards is never a good thing when you're running a route.
I'm just shocked they got a yard out of it. I thought that was a loss.
Dinabola in motion across the formation. Now he's dragging back across, and they hit it. They get it to him. He's gained a 10, 15, 20, 25, almost 30 yards, a 26-yard gain. He is a man. That's Essex Dinabola.
Yeah,
go ahead, Charles.
No, please.
What I was going to say is Doug is a good buddy of mine, and he knows my son's player when he was in the SFL, Essex Dinabola, and that's named after my dad's 2 ships that he was on when he was in the Navy, the USS Essex, and he finished out on the USS Dinabola.
Really?
Yes.
That's great. Oh
yeah, my son came up with that. I was very proud of him. I was kind of jealous. I was like, dang, I should have come up with that.
That's a great story, man.
I'll pick up a 4 for Jimmy Carey right there. Jimmy Carey and UNLV going tempo here, trying to hurry up and get the ball down the field.
Hey, you got to give Air Force credit. I mean, they're rolling the dice. They're not sitting back in zone, deep zone. They're lining up head to head and going, physical and trying to make something happen. So far, I mean, it's 4th and 3, but I'm really impressed that they're not going too conservative.
Garth Payne almost picks that off. This is the second time that Dustin McCrack has thrown it right to somebody wearing all white. He should have had that, and that would have silenced this crowd, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the chat, and Doug Britton said you made that shit up. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry.
Coach is here.
Coach!
Coach, your quarterback just got sacked for 7-yard loss.
Oh, Coach, he's silent.
Coach Craven in the house. Here we go. Got motion by the tailback or the wing. We're going to dump it off for a 5-yard out route. He's breaking 1 tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's going to step out of bounds. Chris Howell with a 13-yard gain, stopping the clock, making it 3rd and 3.
And Coach just left. He saw I was in the booth.
Dropping back to pass again. He's got that should have been picked off. That would have been a pick six. He decided to slap it down. But anyway, it's going to be 4th and 3, forcing Air Force to punt. I believe this is the first time they've punted.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate because they really needed to keep control of this and put some more points on the board because UNLV is just only a matter of time before they start firing.
Correct, yes. And when your offense is averaging probably about 7 yards a carry, why would you throw it on 3rd and 3?
Yeah, I mean, with that quarterback, I mean, you can pretty much run it every time and get a positive yards.
Still first down.
We got our first penalty against UNLV. It's clipping on the return. That's going to push them back inside the 20. Going to set them up on the 12-yard line. Got a minute and 1 to go. Has all 3 timeouts, so there's still plenty of time to move it down the field. Especially if you do that. Especially if you throw it down the field to a wide open receiver and sets up. That's Matty Britton with another catch, and that's going to put them about the 40-yard line for UNLV.
Yeah, it looked like the defense they did bump off the line like we talked about, but they were in the corners were in a short zone and just left that mid-range wide open.
Got shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Plenty of time surveying the field. Gets the ball down. Oh, another completion for a first down. Jimmy Carey for a 16-yard reception. That's going to stop the clock, reset the chains, and then they're going to be moving. I think they called timeout. UNLV called timeout. Tight trips up top. He's got plenty of time. Gets it to Essex Dinabola for a 9-yard reception. Not going to move the chains, but they call their second timeout. 45 seconds left.
Nice.
Pressure back to pass. Oh, he was able to shake off the first one, but not the second.
That's what they need to do. They need to put pressure. I mean, don't go conservative. You're up against the number 1 team. Punch them in the mouth and make them feel it.
Oh, talk about punched in the mouth. Oh my gosh. I don't think Dustin McCrack wants to come back out after that one.
And they hats off to Air Force. They did what they needed to do.
Punt's going to go into the end zone. We got 22 seconds left. 2 timeouts for Air Force. I look for them to run the ball and get this time down. I think they receive the second half kickoff. So I think they would be happy going in 21-14. They are going to pitch it. Walter Goggins with a 5-yard rush. It's going to set up 2nd and 5. Time's going to run out of the first half. Air Force leading the number 1 UNLV Rebels 21-14. Doug Britton is going to have to get his defense in shape for the second half because all you're going to see is Air Force running downhill, handing the ball to Boyd Crowder Boyd Crowder and Walter Goggins.
Yeah, Air Force, I mean, they're in the driver's seat right now. I like the way that on defense that they were aggressive. I think they need to continue that in the second half. And they don't need to change much on the offense either. I mean, they had their way. The quarterback of Air Force was just, he is an athlete, and every time he gets the ball, it seems to result in a positive game.
I'm with you, Clint. I'm with Air Force being under center with the wings, motion, reading that option, pulling it when they need to, and pitching it. That's their offense. For that one drive, for them to get into shotgun and start trying to throw the ball, that's what got them in trouble. They could have taken a 2-touchdown lead at that point. They let UNLV get back into the game and tie it up. And then they went back to their bread and butter and marched it right down the field and scored to go up 7.
It seems like every time they digress from that plan, they make a mistake. I mean, that you saw in that one series, they went back and shotgun, wound up having to punt it. They started getting close to field goal range, and they wound up, messing around with the formations and going to something else that wasn't their bread and butter, and they wound up paying for it.
All right, here we go. Starting the third quarter. UNLV kicking off to Air Force. Air Force going left to right on your TV radio screen. And they're going to be 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line. and let's see what they start off doing. If they get in shotgun, I think I might throw my headset.
I think it's important to note that Coach Craven actually said something in chat.
Kind of a little scissors play right there. It looks like they're doing option to the top of the screen, and the wing on the comes up underneath, and he hands it to him coming back the other way, picks up 2. Motion again. He's going to pull it. Fullback was met hard at the line of scrimmage. Raylan gains 4. Gibbons gains 4, and it's going to be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, well, that was a weird
down
play
here.
There. It ran right into the power of the defense.
So play action. He's going to scramble and run for it. He's going to get the first down. He's to the 40. He's to midfield. He's to the 45, and just outside the 40-yard line in UNLV territory, another 30-yard run for Raylan Gibbons. That's going to put him at 112 rushing yards, and the man is an athlete.
He is an athlete, man. Like I said, he's like a finesse halfback when he gets that ball and takes it past the line of scrimmage.
Not what you want to see there if you're an Air Force Falcon fan. Boyd Crowder down on the ground. He's got their 2 of their touchdowns for him. But they just plug and play. Whoever it is, they're going to plug it in and go with what they got. We got the pitch now to Chris Howell for an 8-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Now it's Air Force that's going tempo.
Yeah, it's a thing of beauty, man, when they are clicking and getting that pitch offense working. Here
Again, Gibbons he might score. He's going to be gone. Touchdown, Air Force. Raylan Gibbons, a 34-yard touchdown run, setting Air Force up to go up 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was right there was right textbook Air Force offense. What defensive coordinators lay awake in bed trying to figure out how to defend against. I mean, you got an athletic quarterback like that running the ball. It's almost like having Walter Payton in the backfield. I mean, what the hell are you going to do?
That was a 74-yard drive, and I know Gibbons had at least 65 of those 74 yards.
And UNLV is, really got the wake-up call here. They got to do something on this drive.
Doug Britton and his offense has got to answer here. You got Matty Britton with a 27-yard return, pretty decent return. Going to put them 1st and 10 on their 25.
Stay aggressive, Air Force. Stay aggressive.
Oh, my gosh. He's already said, good game, coach. Good night, ACCL.
It was that whole Navy story you shared.
The BS Navy story.
I'm joking.
No. That's really true. And I'm really proud of my son. He came up with that on his own. And when he did, I was like, dang, I wish I would have thought of that.
I'm just kidding, man.
Oh, I know. How did we were sitting there talking, how did Air Force get the ball back?
Yeah.
So you got Raylan Gibbons out. You got Boyd Crowder out. Now let's see what happens here.
Well, Air Force,
again, just plug and play.
I know Air Force quarterbacks are, Kyle Peterson. I've seen it where they've come in and been effective. I mean, not as good as the starting quarterback by any means, but as long as they get the ball off to their backfield, they should be okay.
Raylan Gibbons has a strained back. He's going to be out for 1 quarter. And you can tell Peterson is a deer in the headlights. The 2 plays that look like he doesn't really know what's going on, and Air Force is going to settle for a field goal.
Well, as long as they settle for a field goal, I think they'll be okay.
And it is good. It's a 31 points for Air Force on that 30-yard field goal, leading UNLV 31-14.
17 points is a lot to make up for with 1 quarter and 2 minutes and 37 seconds in the third. I mean, they got to start lighting it up because the clock is not their friend.
Yeah, it's got to be attacked downfield. None of these quick out routes or swings to the back. You need to get it down the field in a hurry. And there it is right there to Jimmy Carey, an 8-yard reception. That'll work. If you get 8 yards and everything and then lull that defense, scoot that defense, those backs up, and then get one over the top. Going to toss it to Scott Johnson, and he's going to be met in the backfield for a loss of 3. That's Joe Douglas, his 5th tackle of the game, and his 2nd tackle for loss.
Great game plan by Air Force on the defensive side. I mean, the aggressiveness is really helping them out and keeping UNLV from moving down the field like they expected.
Another good job coming up. Scott Johnson with the 1-yard reception, but that defensive back for Air Force came up and met him, so he couldn't get any further.
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, we're looking at this is the number 1 team in the conference. I mean, in the league, and they're getting housed by the number 19 team.
That just tells you how this can switch at any time. My Louisiana Tech Bulldogs started off 2-0, and they haven't seen the win column since. So you just never know what's going to happen. That's a great job by the Air Force defense. Joe Douglas is a man. I've seen him several times. Oh, he puts the ball on the ground.
Wow, that's not what would have happened.
No.
Dang.
That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. I've seen Joe Douglas player of the game many times for defense of Air Force, but I can tell you right now, Kyle Peterson is not going to be player of the game for Air Force with the last 3 plays he just ran.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, he looks like Mark Eaton back there as a quarterback. It's just he can't move and just like a tree to chop down.
Jimmy Carey with another reception. That's his 7th reception. Going to be 2nd and 6 for UNLV. Play action to Scott Johnson downfield. Knocked away. I thought it was going to be completed there, but that was a good job of knocking the ball away. Going to be 3rd down and 6.
Great job by the offensive line of UNLV on that one play.
Out of shotgun, plenty of time, lets it go. He's going to have the 1st down. That's Matty Britton with a 17-yard reception, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Going to be a toss to Scott Johnson. He's going to cut under that block, which is a good job by that offensive tackle there for a gain of 9, and he's quietly up to 72 yards.
A nice average there, 7.2.
Out of shotgun, 1 back set to his left. You got 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. You got the tight end and a wide out at the top of the screen. He's going to hand it off to Scott Johnson for the 1st down. Scott Johnson's going to be brought down at the 5 after a 6-yard gain. 1st and goal, UNLV.
I just can't understand how in college how they have the defensive line, 7 zip codes across the freaking line of scrimmage. It drives me nuts.
Dustin McCrack trying to pull his version of Raylan Gibbons, and there's no shot right there for UNLV as he's tackled for a 1-yard loss. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got his man. He dropped it. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, I thought that was a touchdown. Was that a
Should have been a touchdown. It had to have been a deflection because of showing that guy right there acting like he did something, so possibly he did. Back to pass again. He's got time. He's got his man dragging across. And a good tackle there by the Air Force player there, Michael Coleman, with a 1-yard reception. His first catch of the day, and UNLV is going to have to settle for a field goal.
That was at the end of that series. I mean, Air Force just locked it in. I mean, that was big of them to keep them out of the UNLV out of the end zone. I mean, only walking away with a field goal. They're up by 14 still going into the 4th quarter.
Well, fortunately, they only get 3 points out of that turnover by Kyle Peterson, and with 8 seconds to go, they are dying for Raylan Gibbons to come back into this game.
Was that another guy? No, he got it.
Here we go to formation. Got that underneath handoff again. It's going to be a gain of 3 by Chris Howell. Good, tough run of 3 yards. Kind of hoping to get something, to sneak something by him right there. Air Force fans are hoping now with the change of the quarter that Raylan Gibbons comes back into the game.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it looks like that second quarterback, I don't know his name, but doesn't look like he's built for the this offensive game plan.
Yeah, that quarterback's Kyle Peterson. I look back in the deal, and he was the player of the game early in the season. I don't know if he was the original starter or what caused him to play, but he had a lot of yards rushing, everything back then. But now it's Raylan Gibbons' show, and he's back in the game, and there you have it, a first down for Air Force.
I think as long as he gets rid of the ball quickly like he did there, I think they'll be okay.
And here we are in the fourth quarter with time running down, and getting 4 yards is that's what Air Force wants, 4 yards in a cloud of dust, and they can move the chains. Oh, I thought he was going to get away from that. That's a good job right there by Andre Nichols. Kyle Peterson back in. I do not know what happened to Raylan Gibbons that time. There we go, broken wing, got motion across the formation. Looks like this might be a pass. He's setting back to pass. There's Raylan Gibbons right there.
Wow.
The game, wide open down the field, and he overthrows him, and it's knocked away by UNLV. I think he had a chance to run that. I don't know if he would have made the first down, but I think he had an opportunity to run. But he did have an open receiver that he just missed it. Matty Britton on a good punt return for UNLV, 14 yards.
I still think Air Force needs to keep rolling the dice here and be aggressive on defense. I mean, don't want to sit back in zones because they've been killing them on it in the first quarter and late second.
Yep. Got motion across the formation out of shotgun. You've got Air Force to jump. He's going to hand it off to Scott Johnson. Johnson's going to break one tackle, but not another. Ends up getting 4. That's a...
What, a flag? Wow.
Guess not.
I thought there was a flag on that one. Huh.
I thought I saw that defensive end jump.
He did.
Back to pass under center. He's back to pass. He's got time. Downfield and has the ball picked off, and a good return to the 40. He's up to midfield. That's the third turnover for UNLV. Boss Spearman with his first interception. Ill-advised throw to Dustin McCrack. Held on to the ball too long. The receiver had the man beat, but just hung it up there for him to pick it off.
Normally when you hold on to the ball that long, the wide receivers aren't open, and you need to figure whether or not you're going to run it, dump it off, or throw it out of bounds to live another play.
Yeah, I think Dandy Don's in the building now.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
And this is Boyd Crowder's backup, Roy Elliott, busts through for a 51-yard touchdown, and that might be the nail in the coffin.
I will say that is the nail in the coffin. That
Turn
guy
out
running.
the lights, the party's over. Say that all good things must end. Let's call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow starts the same old thing again. Hey!
Very well done. Nice.
I guess Doug saw the handwriting on the wall when he cut out during the third quarter. That's the backup fullback, Roy Elliott. Boyd Crowder, I guess, is not going to return, and I guess he really doesn't have to. And like I said earlier, that offense, you get 4 yards here, 3 yards there, 7 there, and all of a sudden you break a 50, 60-yard run. Well, there it is right there, a 51-yard run by the backup fullback that's got Air Force up by 20. Is that 21? Yeah.
That backup fullback is a large man. I'm surprised. Incredible speed for a guy that big.
It looked like he got tripped up at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to maintain his balance and overcome that, and then there was nobody there.
I mean, this
Dustin McCrack.
Is a shocker. This is a shocker.
Yeah, Dustin McCrack is now trying to get the ball down the field. He gets it to Scott Johnson for a 9-yard gain. Going to make it 3rd and 1. He's 22 of 32 for 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Motion into trips. He's got time. Gets it off again. There's Essex Tenobola with the reception. It's going to be first down, UNLV. also stopping the clock.
Yeah, I mean, this has got to be – they have to do a strike-quick offense here in order to even have a chance.
Putting it down to Scott Johnson, stiffs arms, break 2 tackles, gets another one out of his face, and is able to get the first down. 1st and 10 after that 13-yard reception. Back to pass, has plenty of time. He has Scott Johnson back there to help him out. He heaves it downfield, and what a catch by Maddie Britton. That's the 5th reception for 110 yards. It's going to be 1st and goal on the 2-yard line for UNLV.
That's a great play. I hate to say it, but it may be 5 plays too late.
Motion across the formation again, getting into trips. Looks like we're going to be run heavy on that side. Nope, he's going to pass it. He's going to dump it off wide open is Tracy Hall. That's his 2nd catch. Tracy Hall, I think, has 2 catches for 3 yards and a touchdown.
Well, that was easy. Not even covered.
I don't even know where the cornerback went.
So it's 38-23. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be 38-24. And they're going to have to recover an onside kick here. So the odds
kicker got wiped out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
There's the onside kick now from UNLV, down 2 scores. And like we've seen in all the other games, they kick it right to the return team. Isaac Pryor is going to cover it up for Air Force, and they're going to be 1st and 10 on UNLV's 40. 2:25 remaining, down 14. UNLV needs the ball and needs it quick. Chris Howell with 2-yard rush. Going to be 2nd and 8.
Just keep running it like that. Run the clock out. They're in the driver's seat.
UNLV has 2 timeouts left. I think I called timeout right there. I don't know if the fullback needs to be doing that. He needs to be downhill. He does get 6 yards on the rush. UNLV uses their 2nd timeout. 2:12 remaining. That fullback just needs to be going downhill. No cutting, just running. I don't know what that is. But Raylan Gibbons looked like he was, I don't know what he was trying to do, and then just got scared and did something. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2. He's got the pitch, and he's got plenty of room. He's going to get the first down. He's going to stay in bounds. It's an 8-yard gain by Walter Goggins. And, no timeouts left for UNLV. That's going to be all she wrote. I think Air Force, all they need to do is just kneel on it.
Yeah, and also, start the party because they beat the number 1 team in the league.
I don't know if I'd pitch the ball right now. I think I would just be keeping it. Actually, I think I would be kneeling on the ball. And then if I needed to, if time was available, kick a field goal if I had to. But no, I wouldn't be pitching it right now and take a chance of turning it over.
Yeah, no, definitely. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds left. I mean, just run it up the middle and let it run out.
Raylan Gibbons with a 4-yard rush. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 42 seconds left. Time for one more play. And again, I would just kneel down on the ball.
Yeah, me too. That's the smart thing to do. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's going to run the timeout. We've got the number 1 UNLV Rebels have taken the loss. The Giant has been chopped down by this Falcons offense. Raylan Gibbons stole the show. Boyd Crowder, 2 early touchdowns for the Air Force Falcons. But Raylan Gibbons, when they needed the yardage, he was able to pick it up. I think we mentioned it early in the game, Clint, that he's not a big guy, and I think that helps him with how he puts the ball in the pocket of the fullback and kind of hides behind that offensive line, and you kind of lose him. And he was able to break off multiple 30, 40-yard runs.
Yeah, that's the impressive thing about him. It's what he does after he takes that ball past the line of scrimmage. I mean, he is as good as any of the running backs in this league. Once he does that, it's hard to defend against, and we saw it when he went down with an injury. I mean, they held in there. But I mean, all I can say is on the offensive side, impressive, but also on the defensive side, that playbook, they decided to go aggressive. I mean, that was clearly roll of the dice, but they executed it perfectly and just punched UNLV in the face and just kept them on their heels all game.
Glenn, if you want to read these stats off, I'll be more than happy to let you.
Okay, well, we got first down advantage goes to UNLV 16-13. Total offense goes on the Air Force side, 440 to 367. Rushes 364 yards by Air Force to 57 on UNLV. 5 for 7 for completions on the Air Force side for 76 yards. 310 yards on the UNLV side, 26 for 36. Third down conversions, 44% for UNLV to 25% for Air Force. Fourth down, 0 for 1 on the UNLV side, 1 for 2 for Air Force. Red zone, we got 80% for Air Force to 100% for UNLV. Not sure if that wasn't a big factor. Turnovers, I think, was a big thing. Three turnovers on the UNLV sides to 1 on the Air Force side. What else we got on here? Time of possession, relatively close. We got maybe a minute advantage, maybe a little bit more on the Air Force side. Total yards was so close, 568 to 562. And I'm excited to see more stuff. So McCrack had a pretty good day at 160 rating, 310 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 72% completion for 11.9. Was sacked twice. 82 yards for Johnson, no touchdowns. McCrack had a minus yards running to minus 25. On the reception side, he spread the ball around well. Carey had the most with 7. Britton had 5 for 110 for 1 touchdown, and Hall had 3 for 10 for 2 touchdowns. Wow, that's a hell of a game. 3 receptions, 2 touchdowns. What else? And here we keep going. 10 tackles for Donald, 1 sack for Galat. Looks like, what else we got? I don't think they had any interceptions.
No, I think they just had Air Force just had that one fumble.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, wow. That's what the truck said, so I'm going to repeat it. So Wild definitely kicked the ball, and Jackson punted it. So let's go Air Force. Air Force, Gibbons had, 5 for 7, 76 yards, 162 rating. His longest was 35. He was sacked once. 5'9", 175. Incredible. 158 yards for Gibbons, 3 touchdowns, 1 touchdown for Crowder, 1 touchdown for Elliott. 10.5 average for Gibbons, 10.4 for Crowder, 28.5 for Elliott. On the reception side, of only 4 receivers, Burks had 2, 24, and the rest had 1, no touchdowns.
I think I need to go back and watch I think Crowder scored 2 touchdowns. It said only had 1, but I think he got the first 2 scores for Air Force.
You get 1 on reception?
Yeah. I'll have to go back and check that out.
Sorry, folks.
No. You read it right.
Douglas got a sack, and Spearman got an interception for 27 yards. And also Beef Wellington got a sack. And what else? Seeing a lot of zeros here. We got 1 fumble recovery for Kittens Galore.
Kittens Galore with the interception.
And an interception.
Say it right. Pussy Galore.
Pussy Galore.
The voice from beyond.
And we had Johnson, who was the kicker. He kicked a lot. 5 extra points for 5.
I think just about everybody on Air Force's team is 5'9".
There's a lot of kicking. And then we had a punter out there too. And then kick returns. What else do you want to look at? All right.
Clint, two things that stand out. And okay, the score, UNLV loses by 14. Two things that stand out. First play of the game, where UNLV, Dustin McCrack throws the interception, throws it right to the guy from Air Force. And then the second thing that stands out is the drive that Scott Johnson was injured, and they ended up punting. Air Force took the ball downfield, scored again. I think that's your difference in the game right there, with that one turnover at the beginning of the game and that drive that Scott Johnson was not in the game.
I would add to that saying that the defensive game plan for Air Force was stellar.
I agree. And when they needed to, right before the half, and I think the second or third drive of the second half, Air Force kind of bent a little bit on their defense, and UNLV moved it downfield, and then Air Force stiffened up, and I think ended up punting. No, ran out of time in the second half or something like that, and then Air Force got the ball back right there at the end, right before the half ended, and then they kick a field goal later in that second half. But they stood strong when they needed to.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both sides of the ball played well. And that quarterback for Air Force is just incredible. I mean, I love doing games for Air Force because I just love that offense.
Yeah, I think next week, the game I'm doing is Air Force. Air Force, we played Air Force and we beat them, and it was only because instead of kicking the field goal at the end to tie the game, they went for it on 4th down, and we knocked the ball away or something like that. It was just a weird thing because we thought for sure Air Force was going to kick the ball to tie the game up, and they ended up going for it and not getting it.
I mean, very entertaining.
All right, players of the game for UNLV, Dustin McCrack was 26 of 36 for 310 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not a bad performance there, but the interceptions that he threw, especially that first one of the game on that first play. David McDonald's had his name called a lot of times with 10 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. And then Clint and I have been talking all game about Raylan Gibbons, the 5'9", quarterback with only 76 yards rushing, but 15 carries for 158 yards and 3 total touchdowns. Miss Galore there, the defensive stats, 1 tackle, 1 interception. I think they threw that up there on purpose. I think there were others that were more deserving, but I don't know, maybe Bob Funk had something to do with that. I don't know.
Dang Bob Funk.
Who's going to be in the booth in the next game? Is it okay? Bob Funk and Dave Access will be calling the game, the next game between Memphis and Marshall. The number 8 Memphis Tigers will be traveling to Marshall. The number 21 ranked Marshall Mavericks. The AD Bo Martin Jr. Head coach is D's Nuts. Coach Klein is the OC. For Memphis, you got Freddie Trammell's the athletic director, head coach Pepper Rogers, and he's going to try his best to maintain or at least move up on that number 8 ranking. Memphis is 4-3, 2-1 in the conference. Marshall 2-5 overall, 0-3 in the conference. This is going to be a game that Memphis needs to win to stay alive and keep pace with the leader there. And Marshall got there, trying to keep their head above water, is going to have to, come up with something to try to pull this one out, even though it's at home.
I think Marshall came off a win, right? They won the last game. Not sure what Memphis has done, but this is a big game for both. Because in their conference, they're going up against ODU's they're 5-2, and Georgia State 6-1. Memphis got to win to stay, keep up with ODU and Georgia State. And Marshall's just got to get up to past ECU and maybe run up against UCF. I mean, they gotta get a couple wins in the bootlegger division. And Memphis is 2-1, but again, they got to go 3-1 to stay up with ODU and Georgia State.
Got a lot of teams in the league that are 2-5 and 3-4. You got a few teams that are starting to pull away, like UNLV, Wyoming, Kansas, Akron, and Georgia State, ODU. Those teams, have found a rhythm and are starting to pull away. And you got these middle of the road teams that are trying to just keep pace and hopefully, make a run at the end.
I just wish they would both lose.
I don't think they have to tie. I don't think they can both lose, but tie definitely.
Yeah.
All right, we got Dave Axis is going to be doing the play-by-play, and his color guy is going to be not the one and only Bob Funk, and they're going to be in Marshall with the Memphis Tigers taking on the Marshall Mavericks. Take it away, guys.
The Funk. What's up, party people of the AACL? This is Dave Axis. We're going to be doing the last game here. 8th-ranked Memphis traveling to 21st ranked Marshall. And here's the deal in Huntington. It's going to be 41 degrees and raining. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Bob Funk. Bob, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing great, bro. I'm going to turn you up here in a minute. You're a little low. But let's talk about this Memphis and Marshall team. Marshall was one of the teams that hadn't won a game for a while. I think they've won 2 of their last 3. Unfortunately, they're winning all their games out of conference, so they are 0-3 in the Bootleggers Conference, but they're playing at home tonight. What kind of chance do you give them against this 8th-ranked Memphis Tigers team?
I mean, this Memphis team's a tough team to play, but I think Marshall has a puncher's chance. Playing at home, I mean, been hot towards these last few games, getting their wins, so give them a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I think as we've just learned on that very last game that pretty much anybody can beat anybody in this league. Like you said, every team has a puncher's chance. I definitely give.
Unless you're Natty.
Unless you're Cincinnati. I definitely give the edge to Memphis in this game. They've got Stonefly Rush as their running back. Their quarterback is Trammell. What's his first name? Oh my God, I'm losing it. But
Moondoggy
Trammell. They seem to put on a show.
You forget Moondoggy, Dave. Come on now.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, you know what? It's been
you got that COVID brain.
Hey, we've been off for 4 weeks. I've been sick. You got to give me a little.
Hey, you got that COVID brain. That's all it is.
I got a total COVID brain right now. Speaking of COVID brains, let me check the chat real quick. We got Biff Markham in the house, Chris Lee, Commander Root, Dave Axis, David Leathers, Ethan Kai, Fanny Tick, Frank the Franchise, Wade, I Am Cheetah 1, Marker Plier, Packer Fred, Poe Politickin 760, Pseudo Nakai, and Swag Muffin 64. Thanks for joining us for night 1 of week 8. We've only got a few weeks left. We have a 10-week regular season, and then we go into playoffs and bowl games. So thank you for joining us tonight. This is the nightcap game of night 1. And we're about ready to go out to the field, out in Huntington. Marshall, 21st ranked team in the AACL, hosting the 8th ranked Memphis Tigers. And let's go down to the field, and here comes the Thundering Herd.
If this rain is going to affect the passing game at all tonight, Dave?
I think it may affect. Now it says light rain, so maybe not at first, but as it puddles up and the field gets slicker and wetter, and you never know what's going to happen, it's definitely going to slow people down for sure. Hey, is Freddie with us still? Freddie, do you want to jump in here as a third with us, or what do you want to do? Or Gunny, anybody? Yeah, I mean, shit, we can do a 4-man booth. I don't care. You know me. I don't know. I see people in here, so I didn't know. All right, looks like.
I mean, it's Freddie's game. He probably don't want to be
Oh
in
no!
here
Oh, I'm
for
sorry,
it.
I forgot.
Yeah,
Freddie can't be in.
it's Freddie's game. He can watch his own game.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So, Gunny, you gonna join us instead?
Yes, sir.
All right, sounds good. Fuck it all with a 19-yard return as Marshall receives the ball at home. You can see on the screen, you can see the rain coming down. Bob, it looks a little more than light rain to me.
It looks like a steady shower to me, not light rain.
And there you go. The very first pass dropped in and out of the hands of the receiver and almost picked off by the Memphis DB there. Gunny, I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight with this weather.
Oh, I just joined. It's my first game back in the AACL league, and the first name I hear is "fuck it all."
Exactly. I mean, does it get any better than that?
Start tonight.
Does it get any better than that? It's all downhill from here, Gunny, I think. That time it was, they called it incomplete? I guess they did. So 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they called that incomplete.
3rd and 10 from the shotgun. Hits a receiver on a crossing pattern, rocks off with only a 6-yard reception, and Marshall's going to have to punt the ball. 4th and 4 off their first possession. Bob, another interesting thing in the rain like this is the kicking game.
Yeah, you got to worry about that snap on the kicking game here.
And also coming off the side of the punter's foot, 7-yard return for Flash Freddy, and Memphis will take over at their own 42-yard line. And David Leathers, what's up? Where else would you rather be? Nowhere else, baby. Right here in the AACL, talking college football, talking crazy names, having fun in the booth, having fun with the chat. Moondoggy, another dropped pass, and I don't know, Gunny, what do you think the over-under is tonight for drop passes by both these teams?
It's looking like it might be a little high today.
Definitely going to be high. Moondoggy for under center, rushes it and almost gets picked off, Bob Funk. And I'm just seeing a lot of bad decisions. I don't know if because we've been off so long. I don't know if it's the weather, but both sides looking a little rusty already.
I mean, I think it might partly be the weather, the time off, but it's one of those games tonight.
Moondoggy from this time drops back. Nice little 5-step drop, and he hits. I think, is that Stonefly? But there's going to be a flag. I think that's going to be a face mask at the end of the play.
Face mask.
Yeah,
Defense.
definitely a face mask.
And it is. All right, so we're going to tack on 15 yards on that play for Memphis.
Still first down.
And now Memphis is going to be in Thundering Herd territory all the way down to the 29-yard line. Moondoggy from the shotgun. He's got an empty backfield, 5 wide. And let's see how this play develops here in the lane. He ends up going short over the middle. Kevin Wall, he has to come back so far, Bob, that he actually catches the ball for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, that was a little catch there. It's one of those you may want to drop that instead of catching it.
Yeah, I concur. I agree completely. That'll put him in a 2nd and 12. Another empty backfield from the shotgun. And here comes Moondoggy. Good protection. Looking around. Got a little bit of pressure there, Gunny, at the end. He throws it away, but I think he could have ran up the middle with that.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Moondoggy and Stonefly Rush and whoever else they have. They need to start running the ball a little bit.
I'm seeing a lot of passing here in this rainy game. And this time he's going deep down the sideline, and it's going to be a toe tapper along the sideline. Flash Freddy with a 22-yard reception. Bob Funk, great pass, maybe an even better catch.
Yeah, that was a nice toe tap on the sideline to get that completion.
That gives them a 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Man in motion. This time we're going to run a little option. Moondoggy's going to keep it and get clobbered after 1-yard gain. They go hurry up offense here. And Moondoggy's going to be under center again. Looks like the same formation. They're getting a play change from the sideline. This time he's going to drop back to pass, and he throws it to an offensive lineman, which I believe, Gunny, should have been a penalty.
I believe it might have got deflected by the defensive tackle.
Well, there's that possibility as well. Here we go. 3rd
But it was a terrible pass.
It was an absolutely terrible pass. 3rd and goal. Moondoggy has to throw it away again. And Bob Funk, I got to tell you, great play. Takes them all the way down to the 11, and then after that, they just fell apart and wasted a great opportunity.
And it was just a nice defensive stand by Marshall there to hold him to a field goal. So you got to applaud him for that.
And the kick is up. Kick is good. Memphis on the road at Marshall takes an early 3-0 lead. 3:07 left here in the first quarter. And let's see if Gunny's favorite player, Fuck It All, gets to return the ball again. 2 yards deep in his own end zone, straight up the middle, dodges one tackler, runs into a few, and Fuck It All with a 24-yard return. And Gunny, there's your man again.
Hey, I mean, as long as he keeps getting 24-yard average on his kick returns, he's looking good.
Well, let's see what Marshall can do. I believe they went, what, not 3 and out, but like 5 and out last time. This time we're going to hand it off around the outside. I think that's Bubba Dacious. It is Bubba Dacious for a 16-yard rush around the end. And, Bob, that's more of what Marshall needs to do tonight.
Yeah, that might be one of the best runs of Bubba Dacious' season so far.
That could be.
He's been struggling so far this year.
Well, here he comes again, and this time he gets another 11 yards for a first down. That's 27 yards on 2 carries, Bob, so maybe he's stepping his game up.
Hey, about time.
It is about time. They're going to go to the well again, this time the left side, and Bubba for another 11 yards, and he's just tearing up this Memphis defense, Gunny.
Yeah, that last running play, he only gained 8 yards, but somebody shoved him 3 more yards forward. But I mean, 11 and 11 and 16 on 3 consecutive plays, and then they just sucked it up when they start throwing the ball in the air.
Yep, and then they go away from the great running game they had, and Dude Solstrom picks off the quarterback from Marshall, and I mean, Bob, Andy Dake. Bob, you're running the ball well, 3 in a row. I mean, I guess I could see the play call, try to mix it up, throw the defense off, but what a terrible mistake.
Hey, you can't throw it into coverage like that if you're going to go to a pass play. I mean, if everybody's covered, throw it away.
Moondoggy going long, and he's got a receiver. Oh, the receiver jumped up, touched it first, dropped it, then the Marshall guy almost had an interception. Gunny, that was a dangerous pass, but they almost pulled it off.
That's true. I mean, double team, but Flash Freddy almost came out with the reception.
And this time they give the Stonefly rush right up the middle for a 5-yard gain. And that might not be bad to mix up a little running, Bob, for Memphis instead of passing so much.
And you got to get Stonefly involved in the game just to Marshall something to think about.
And then Memphis shoots themselves in the foot with a false start. They're going to back them up 5 yards. Now it's going to be 3rd and 10 inside the Marshall 50-yard line. Looks like Moondog is going 5 wide, empty backfield from the shotgun once again. Here comes they're blitzing, it looked like, and he gets a beautiful pass, and he can't hang on to it. Wow, Bob, I thought he caught it and came down with it, but it looks like he dropped it.
Yeah, I thought he had it at first, and then I saw that ball pop out as he hit the ground, and we know how that goes.
Well, here's another punt by Memphis. It looks like it's going to go into the end zone. And a quick glance here on the defensive side. Memphis with the 1 interception. Marshall with a pass breakup. And that's about all the stats we've gotten so far tonight as Marshall takes over at their own 20-yard line. Bob, what do you think Marshall's? Well, it looks like they're going to go 5 wide empty backfield.
Yeah, well, didn't see the QB draw coming, though.
Andy Dake with a 5-yard quarterback draw. That's an interesting play. Andy Dake not passing the ball well so far, so it looks like he's going to try to do some damage with his feet instead. And this time he does a lot of damage with his feet as he picks up 17 yards. And Gunny, this is a different look for Marshall than we saw in the first couple possessions.
I mean, they're looking good. I mean, they need to keep running the ball with Andy Dake and Bo Bodacious.
Well, he's dropping back. He's got lots of protection, but it looks like the secondary for Memphis was covering well, and Dake is sacked for a 1-yard loss. Definitely a coverage sack there, Bob.
Yeah, it was definitely a coverage sack. He had nowhere to go with the ball and just tried to make something happen with his feet that time.
Here we go from the shotgun. Quick bubble screen, and he is just going to get red. A 4-yard loss for Roger Martin in Memphis. Gunny, they saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah, they're going backwards. Not a good sign for Marshall.
Not a good sign for Marshall. Puts them in a 3rd and 14 as we come up to almost just about a minute left here in this first quarter. Another great coverage by the defensive backs of Memphis, and Andy Dake has to throw a ball away, puts Marshall in another punt situation. I don't know, was this like the 5th punt we've seen this game already, Bob?
It's got to be right around that number.
This time, Flash Freddy with only a 4-yard return. Not really going anywhere. We see a few highlights here from the first quarter as it starts to wind down. Only a minute 7 left in this first quarter. It's kind of flying by as Memphis will take over just inside their own 30-yard line. Trammell under center. And this time they're going to try to run some option, and Marshall sniffs it out and sacks Moondoggy for a 3-yard loss. Bob, I got to be honest, I'm kind of confused. It seems like both teams are trying all kinds of different offenses just to see what's going to work tonight.
And I don't know what either team's identity really is, because they're going offense, or they're going option, they're going 5 wide. What are you doing? Have an identity here.
And you know what? Maybe they took a lot of time. You know, with the few weeks we had off, maybe everybody's trying some new schemes to see what could work. But in this game, it doesn't seem like anything's working, except for maybe that 6-yard pass, the Stonefly rush down the sideline, but not when you need 7 yards. And here we go for another punt. I wonder if this game is going to be close to even set the record for the most punts that game. I don't remember seeing this many punts in the first quarter. This has got to be 5 or 6 punts already.
Yeah, this has just been ridiculous. I mean, there's been so many drop passes. This first quarter's gone on forever, so there's been 7, 8 possessions that have all been in punts and a field goal.
Moondoggy's only 4 for 11 on pass attempts.
Wow, that's terrible. Both sides, but I guess when you've been off for 3 or 4 weeks, you're rusty, and you're playing in the rain, I don't know what we could have expected much more than this in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's true.
Marshall in the hurry up. Andy Dake under center, I formation, 2 wide receivers off to the left, and I don't know what Andy Dake's doing. I don't think Andy Dake knows what Andy Dake is doing as he gets sacked for a 2-yard loss. What happened here, Bob?
Yes.
All right, folks, that wraps up the first quarter. Memphis clinging on to a very slim 3-0 lead in a very messy first quarter by both teams. We've had an interception. We've had lots of punts. We've had lots of drop balls. Let's hope we can pick it up here in the second quarter, get a little better action here as Marshall this time throws another interception. And I guess, Bob, I spoke too soon.
Go defense.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Andy Dake's having a rough day here. 3 for 9.
I'm kind of speechless right now. I don't know what to say. This might be the messiest game. Gunny, you think this is the messiest game we've seen in the AACL so far all season, at least for the first quarter and a half?
Considering that Johnny Dangerfield can score about 21 points in the first quarter on his own, yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, folks. Let's see what Memphis can do here. 2nd and 13. 4:44 left in the half. Under center, 5-step drop, good protection. He's got a man downfield, wide open. No! Adam Waters with the deflection. And Bob, as I'm looking at it, it looked like he had another receiver off to the right there, wasn't it?
It did look like he had a receiver on the right that was open.
All right, from the shotgun this time, Trammell. There's the stutter steps. So you know the screen pass is coming, and everybody in the world knows the screen pass is coming. The Stonefly rush for a 2-yard loss.
No. Everybody in the world knows that's your favorite screen pass.
That's my favorite play in the whole wide world, folks. I love it as much as I loved having COVID for the last few weeks. Actually, I don't know. I think I'd rather have COVID than
That's a lot of love right there.
What's that, Gunny?
That's a lot of love right there.
It is a lot of love. I think I'd rather have COVID than ever see that play ever again. And here we go, another punt. Thank God we have. Oh my gosh!
Lies, Art Vandelay. Lies.
Bob is so drunk. What are you talking about, Art Vandelay? Welcome, hey, Art. Did you guys win tonight? How'd the game go?
He did.
Hey, we don't need to talk about that.
Oh, Bob. Oh, you guys played each other. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we played each other tonight.
Okay, well I guess I already know how that went. Oh,
Ezekiel Love had a good game. He just started a little late.
Gotcha. Bubba Dacius with the 5-yard rush up the middle. Art Vandelay is confusing himself with Bob Funk in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. This time from the shotgun, he hands off to Bubba Dacius, throws a man down. Oh, and then he trips over him. And Bob, if he had been able to hurdle that, he had open field.
Yeah, he did.
Terrible, terrible, terrible play. Andy Dake from the shotgun once again. A stutter step, which means the screen is coming, which means, oh, and he actually breaks the tackle, and the screen pass actually works for once. Bubba Dacius with a 13-yard reception, and Gunny, he didn't get 19 like COVID, but he got 13.
He had a couple of big hosses on the right-hand side leading the way for him on that reception.
Yeah, he did. This time Andy Dake doesn't know what he's doing. He fakes the handoff, runs backwards for 4 yards, and I don't think that's how they drew it up, Bob.
No, I don't think that's the way that was supposed to go, Dave.
Nope, half a mind Trammell on the tackle. And looks like it's going to be 2nd and 14 now for the Thundering Herd. About 3:20 left here in this first half. Drops back, hits a man in the seam. That's a nice pass, and he's going to break it. He breaks one tackle. Bubba Dacius doing it with his feet and now doing it with his hands. And Bob Funk, that was a pretty play.
I think they need to get Bubba more involved in this game. He's been their best offensive player so far.
He's definitely been carrying them thus far. I would agree with that. Let me check the chat real quick one more time. Biff Markham still in the house. Bob Funk, Chris Lee, Commander Root, Dave Axis, David Leathers, Ethan Kai, Fanning Tick, Frank the Franchise Wade, Gunny McGuire, I Am Cheetah, Mark Flyer, Packer Fred, and Po Politicking 760. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Night 1 of Week 8 here in the AACL. We saw the #1 team in the nation go down just a moment ago, and now we're watching a pretty sloppy game between the 8th-ranked Memphis Tigers and the 21st-ranked Marshall Thundering Herd. You know what, Art Vandelay, your volume's low. How about that? Hold on a second. Let me see what I got here. And I don't know who that was. Trevor Andrews that must be the backup running back. Have I been low the whole time? I haven't felt like it. My meter looks good. Let me see here. Turn the mic up a little bit. Is that any better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? How about that? How about that?
They sound the same to me.
Yeah, you guys are gonna hear me the same.
I agree with Bob. You sound all right to me.
All right, Art Vandelay, do I sound any better, worse, the same? Let me know what's up. In the meantime, Andy Dake, oh my gosh, dodges the first defender, but can't dodge the second, and takes a 6-yard sack. And Gunny, this Memphis defense, they're giving up yards, but they're really kind of nailing things down when they need to.
I agree. I've been wanting to go through the AACL record books and see what the lowest score total of the first half has been for this season.
Oh, that would be good. It's all in the scoring channel there in the Discord server. And Marshall ties the game up. 2:02 left in the first half. And it's a 3-3 ball game. We got a barn burner, Bob Funk.
I don't think this is what a barn burner is, Dave.
Does that word not mean what I think it means?
I think you're off on that word.
All right, well, you know. Well, it feels like something's burning because maybe it's my ass that's burning from sitting here watching only 6 points in the first half.
Yeah, that might be it because, I mean, this has been a pretty terrible offensive half.
Well, let's see if Memphis can do something here in the last couple of minutes, put some more points on the board. That's a good start, a 22-yard reception to Kevin Wall. Straight up the middle as Memphis goes hurry up. 1:52. The clock stops on the first down in College. From the shotgun once again, another nice pass. And Flash Freddy drops the ball. Oh, no, they say Adam Waters broke it up. I thought that was going to be a nice play, Bob, but it didn't look so good after all.
Yeah, that was one of those. The ball, the defender, and the receiver all came at the same spot, and there was no hit, but it just got broken up.
Well, that time he hit Smokey Joe along the sideline for a 13-yard reception. Steps out of bounds, so that will stop the clock and save them from having to use a timeout with 1:43 left. Plenty of time for Memphis to do some damage. Probably don't want to score too quick, though, Gunny, and give Marshall the ball back with time to come back.
No, as soon as Bob said both teams suck, watch both teams score a touchdown in the last 90 seconds I have.
Exactly. That's the commentator's curse. That's what we do, baby.
I'm trying to help these teams out, Gunny.
I know.
We'll keep trying. All right, this time, and he's going to get sacked. Moondoggy Trammell going down for an 8-yard loss by Desi Walker, and that was a man sack right there. Look at that. He just sheds off the offensive lineman and drills the quarterback, drives him straight into the ground, and that's the kind of sack that you teach on the other days of the week there, Bob Funk.
Yeah, those are the kind of sacks that you like to see. Is that defensive lineman just blew up that O-lineman.
Moondoggy this time, a man wide open down the middle and a key block. Joseph Lawson with a 40-yard touchdown reception, but did you guys see that block? That block was key.
Block was key. In a defensive back, I do not like to see that.
Right here, look at this. If that block doesn't happen, I think they tackle him just inside the 5-yard line, but what a great
I think
block.
he's going to get caught before he gets to the end zone without that block.
Amazing. So now Memphis marches downfield. It only took him 43 seconds to put that on the board. And Gunny, I think you might be right. I think Bob Funk might have jinxed this team or did some commentator curse action.
Well, I think he did, because if you just saw the plays and the yards, it was 6 plays for 66 yards.
Oh, 666. Now I'm scared. And look at Fuck It All, turning it around the outside, round the outside, round the outside for 42-yard reception. And I think here comes now the thundering herd. I wouldn't be surprised if I see a 10-10 halftime score now, Bob.
I mean, special offenses suck, so but be about time they turn it on.
Ron-handed with a 5-yard reception. He's been quiet today. He's been their best receiver all season long. He's been really quiet.
That's his first catch, isn't it?
Yeah, his first reception. First time we called his name. Andy Dake from, oh my gosh, that whole comeback for the reception. And Bubba Gates just gets a little lucky that time, though. 4-yard reception. It's going to put him at 3rd and inches. I think you're in 4-down territory here, Bob. What do you think?
I think you are too.
You know, and this time he fakes it. I thought he had the lane, but he takes a 2-yard loss, and what a great tackle by Matt Atkins. Look at the pursuit here, you guys. He looks like he's got the first down, and Matt Atkins comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, Matt Atkins, he held his position there is what all he did. He held his position, didn't let the action fool him.
No, but it looks like instead of going for it on 4th down, they're just going to let it run down, punt it, put Memphis deep in their own territory with under 10 seconds to play. Gunny, do you think that's a smart play here, or would you have gone for it on 4th down?
I would have let the clock run down, call a timeout, and done a Hail Mary with the last 10 seconds left. They could have maybe pulled out a Portland Fleet tonight.
Hey, he was not in bounds, but I will take that.
No, yeah, he was. I saw the commissioner showed us the replay later after the game. He had both feet in.
Wow.
It didn't look like he was in bounds from that.
He showed us a replay, and Mike Savage had both feet in bounds.
Well, there you go, folks. And now Memphis just going to run out these last few seconds as we get ready to head to the half. A nice little run, though. Moondoggy with a 17-yard rush. And that's going to wrap us up for the first half of this last game between Marshall and Memphis. Memphis takes a 10-3 lead into the locker room. And Bob Funk, give me your impressions of the first half of this game.
Sloppy. A lot of drop passes. And that's all I got.
Gunny, what about you? Your impression of the first half of this Memphis-Marshall game?
Sloppy game for both teams, but considering Memphis is the 8th seed and Marshall's the 21st seed, Marshall is holding its own at home, only down by 7 at halftime. What are the recaps of the earlier scores tonight? For those that may have missed some action.
In the very first game, ECU, the 18th ranked ECU Pirates. Actually, let me get to that in a second. Halftime stats, Memphis dominating the passing yards, Marshall the rushing yards. A couple more minutes of time of possession for Marshall. Unfortunately, they also have the 2 turnovers, which have been key, I think, in the Memphis lead. The first game tonight, the ECU Pirates, 18th ranked, beat the 12th ranked UCF Knights Oh, I'm sorry. Other way around. My bad. UCF holds on at home, the 12th ranked. They won 15-7. It was a very odd game. ECU had a chance near the end of the game to try to tie it up with a touchdown, 2-point conversion, but they threw an interception, and that was that. And then in the second game, 19th ranked Air Force upsets the number 1 team in the nation, the UNLV Running Rebels. I actually did not write the score down. I forgot what it was, but I think they won by like 17 points. It wasn't even close.
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave. 38-24.
38-24. There you go. So 14 points. And now we have. So the first game was kind of slow. Second game picked up the pace, and now we're back to another slow game, it looks like, as Marshall will kick off to Memphis to begin this second half. And I think that's Flash Freddy on the return for 21 yards. And Memphis will take over and try to increase this lead. You know, as Gunny was saying, you know, he would have tried to Hail Mary, Bob, at the end of the half. I actually would have gone for it on 4th down and tried to put some more points on the board, knowing that Memphis was going to get the ball to begin the second half.
Yeah, I think I would have thrown the Hail Mary also.
Flash Freddy with a 14-yard reception there. And Memphis comes out throwing the ball, slinging it like they tried in the first half, but at least this time they are completing passes. Moondoggy, 10 for 19, only 127 yards so far in this game. Under center, man in motion, fakes it to the fullback, keeps it himself, and he's going to rush for a first down and then some and another 17 yards. Bob, 2 great plays to start the second half for this Memphis Tiger team.
Yeah, this is how you want to get the second half started. You want to drive down the field here, get some more points, and make this a 17-3 game.
Yeah, and show everybody here that, you know, what the number 8 team in the nation is supposed to look like. This time a beautiful pitch to Clay McFadden, a 20-yard rush. That might be the first time we've called his name all season, let alone tonight, but he gets a 20-yard rush around the edge, and now Memphis is going to go hurry up. We're going to check the play from the sideline. Moondoggy under center. Man in motion again. This time he fakes to the fullback one more time. He keeps the ball instead of pitching it. And, Bob, that looks like one of those plays where he probably should have pitched the ball.
Yeah, that looks like a play he should have pitched the ball. I need to walk away for 1 second, Dave, and take care of my dog.
Gunny will be here with me, no worries. As we get a false start, and that's Memphis' second false start of this game so far, Gunny. It seems like every time they're marching down, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the first flaw I've seen in the second half. I don't know what Pepper Rogers told the team during halftime, but I think he was crushing some skulls in some lockers during halftime.
I think he might have been. That time, a terrible pass. I think that was a pass for a 2-yard loss by Moondoggy. So that puts them in a 3rd and 12. They look like they're already in field goal position, so maybe even if they don't get the first down, they might be able to put some points on the board. Short little pass. I think that's Stonefly Rush, and he's going to carry. Oh, it's Willie Luke. And he's going to carry it for a 12-yard
He got the first down.
Yeah, he did. Who are all these backup players all of a sudden that I haven't heard of all season?
I've heard of Willie Luke. I think they are the backups, though.
Got it. All right, this time great. That time he kept it just enough. Pitches it to Willie Luke for a 5-yard rush, and Memphis still going hurry up here. I believe they're going to go from the shotgun, 1 back, 4 wide. They're going to hand it off to the very slow-moving fullback, and that's Willie Luke.
That was like slow motion.
Yep, and look at that, Willie Luke. I think
He's hurt.
Well, Willie Luke just got like 3 plays in a row, Gunny. And that time you could tell he was winded, and then he ends up getting hurt. And I think that's what happens a lot in this league. When you overuse a player, that's when they get hurt. Adam Lott with a 6-yard rush right up the middle, and he's just short. Looks like just outside the 1-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Tigers from the I formation. They're going to try to run an option. Quarterback keeper pitches it at the very last second. Stonefly rush for a 1-yard. And Bob Funk, that play started out ugly, but it ended up great.
Yeah, I mean, gotta be happy when you end up in the end zone. It was not the best looking play.
It wasn't, but it gets the job done. And now Memphis will increase their lead to 17-3. 14-point lead for the Memphis Tigers. Injury update, Luke has a strained shoulder, but he will return soon. Fuck it all, 2 yards deep in his own end zone. Around the right side, and they were all over him. He only returns it for 19 yards that time. Gunny, Seems like all the momentum right now is with Memphis. How important is this drive for Marshall right now?
Huge for Marshall. I believe that Memphis drive, was predominantly all run plays. I don't remember many pass plays by the Memphis Tigers.
No, I agree with you. They ran some options, Stonefly, and then some quarterback keepers. So Bubba Dacius that time, no gain. 2nd and 10 for Marshall. Andy Dake hands it off to Bubba Dacius again. This time up the middle, spins around off of one, gets a 6-yard rush, puts him in a 3rd and 4. As you see there, Bubba has 7 carries for 51 yards so far. Andy Dake, this time he's going to drop back. He's got good protection. He's got a man wide open at the 40-yard line, and then he gets another 7-8 yards. And there's the man, one-handed, 24-yard reception, and only the 2nd time we've called his name tonight, Bob.
Yeah, they need to get Juan involved more in this game.
Oh, this time a little screen pass. Key block, and he got around a defender. Bubba with a 9-yard reception there. He's got 4 receptions for 44 yards on top of his 50-something yards rushing. So he's coming up on almost at 100 all-purpose yards. This time they're going to try the option again, and Gunny. You can only go to the well so many times, I think, before the Memphis defense figures it out.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
He got confused what to do. He didn't know whether to run straight, run left or right, or just stand there and wait till he got tackled.
He's definitely...
Memphis just had too many defensive players on that side of the field to be running the option that way.
There we go.
There you go. And now Derek Sellers with a 7-yard reception. Marshall going, hurry up. Offside eye. And Bubba around the outside again. And Bob, you said earlier they need to keep feeding Bubba, and that's exactly what they're doing.
It is, but you're getting low on time here in this game, and they start pushing the ball down the field now.
Well, there you go. A beautiful pitch, and that goes out to Bubba to the left side this time for a 15-yard rush. And I think you're right, Bob. I think they just need to keep the offense centered on Bubba Dacius because he seems to be doing the most damage.
It does. It's just, it's getting late in this game, and
here he comes again, Bubba Dacius. Well, we've got 1:40 left in the 3rd quarter. They're in the red zone.
They're in the red zone, so they get a touchdown here. You get back within a score.
Yeah. Oh, except that
and
time.
Now you need to stop.
And now another false start, this time by Marshall. Shoots themselves in the foot. But Gunny, with 1.5 minutes left in the 3rd, they put a score here. It's only a 1-score game. You got more than a quarter to play. Marshall's not in a bad situation.
No, and one-handed is going to get a longer pass than just 24 yards. He is their deep threat, so he will be utilized in the 4th quarter.
And there you go, Andy Dake with the quarterback keeper, 9-yard rush and a 1st down. 1st and goal just outside the 8-yard line, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from Marshall here. This time from the shotgun, he's going to fake it again. He's going to keep it one more time. This time he's going to get inside the 5, possibly all the way down to the 3-yard line, and they're still going hurry up. And Bob, I'm liking this momentum from Marshall right now.
Yeah, Marshall's starting to move the ball good here. They're going to have to keep this hurry up offense going on their next session.
There it is, Andy Dake with the fake to the back, the quarterback keeper, 4-yard touchdown, and the extra point will make this a 7-point game, folks. So if you're getting tired, I know it's getting late maybe here on the East Coast, but I wouldn't take off just yet because this could be pretty crazy down the stretch, and we could maybe potentially have another overtime game. We've been having...
whoa. Cincinnati's not involved. There will not be overtime.
Apparently there's a rule here in the AACL that only Cincinnati's allowed to go to overtime. We've had 2 overtime games this season, and both of them have been Cincinnati. As we see a couple highlights, nice pass there by Moondoggy down to Lawson with the beautiful block by 84 to get him in the end zone. Some really good highlights. This time Memphis running around the outside, waiting to the very last second to pitch it to Stonefly, and then of course the Andy Dake quarterback keeper up the middle to make this a 7-point game. Gunny, Memphis, if you're Memphis now, how do you choose to respond? Are you just going to keep with what you're doing? You're going to try to run down some clock and you do a quick strike? What's your thought process here?
keep doing what you did the third quarter. This has been a very entertaining third quarter for both teams.
Yeah, much better than the first half, I think. Well, I think the end of the first half, the beginning, and then this quarter have been the best football we've seen here in this game. This time, Stonefly up the middle, throws one guy off him, and he gets a first down. 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. As, Biff Markham in the chat saying this is a big series here. I agree with you, Biff. Moondoggy from the shotgun. Oh, he missed. The halfback misses the handoff, and Moondoggy is able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that was a broken play, Bob.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what he's really trying to do there.
Well, let's see what he's trying to do here from the shotgun. He's got decent protection, but it breaks down at the last second. He's sacked for an 8-yard loss. And I think that's probably going to be the last play of this third quarter. And it looked like, Gunny, it looked like he had good protection, and then all of a sudden, boom, he had 2 Marshall Thunder and Hurt all over him.
Yeah, the clock was ticking, and he only had about 5 seconds, and they crushed him.
They did crush him. This time he's going to go long down the sideline. He's got a man open, but it's broken up and tipped. Moondoggy trying to go down the sideline deep, and it's broken up by number 33. Brings us down to only 2 seconds left here in the quarter. Memphis is going to have to punt the ball away, and Bob, this is going to be good for Marshall, coming down with the opportunity to tie the ball game.
Yeah, this is Marshall was hoping for, to the ball, as the fourth quarter starts, and not, have Memphis burn off a bunch of fourth quarter time on them.
All right, folks, this is the fourth quarter. We don't put our 4s up. We put our 69s up in the chat is what we do here in the AACL. Put your 69s up, and let's see how this fourth quarter goes. Marshall with the ball with an opportunity to tie the game on this possession. From the shotgun, Andy Dake. Oh, he had a man wide open and completely missed him. Bob, I don't know where he was going with that pass.
Yeah, I don't either, Dave. I mean, that wasn't near any of his receivers.
Well, here we go. This time he's under center. We got a tight end in motion. Looks like this is going to be a Bubba-dacious play. No, he drops back, and he's going to throw the ball again. And he's got a man wide open for the first down, and he drops it. Holy smokes, Gunny. That man was so wide open, I think he didn't even realize he was that open, and he dropped the ball.
He was already turning his body to run up the field and took his eyes off the ball.
Puts him in a 3rd and 10 from the shotgun again. Good protection, but he goes slow. And Bubba-dacious this time drops the ball. I don't know, Bob, is it raining harder now? Is it slipperier out there? Is it wetter out there? What's going on out here?
I mean, I thought Marshall of all the teams would be able to handle the wet conditions.
Well, speaking of wet conditions, Flash Freddy is able to handle that punt and then gets an 11-yard return. And now Memphis back in the driver's seat. Marshall squandered away a great opportunity. There's still lots of time. We got 4:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Memphis empty backfield, and Moondoggy's going to keep it himself and run right up the middle for a 7-yard rush. Bobby took a big hit there. I don't know if that was worth it.
Yeah, that was a real big hit there. You don't want to lose Moondoggy in this game.
This time he fakes it, keeps it again, and Moondoggy's going to rush for a first down, 8-yard rush. And the key thing here, Gunny, is not only are they making first downs and getting yards, but they're running clock.
Yeah, they've been the last 3 or 4 plays, they've had 4 or 5 wide to make sure the defense is spread out for these runs like this from Moondoggy. But I do like it when Memphis takes some deep shots down the field, even though they haven't connected except the one for a touchdown.
Well, he's getting 7-8 yards of carry here on this drive, and he's going to keep it again and get another first down. This time he only gets 5 yards, but he only needed 5 yards. So, Bob, do you think they should slow it down a little bit? It seems like they're running the plays
I think they need to slow it down here, Dave. I mean, they're hiking the ball with 30, 27, somewhere around there left on the play clock. You can burn so much more time and just run this clock out on Marshall.
I agree with you. And then that time they throw it, Flash Freddy drops a pass, and now the clock is stopped. So even though Marshall is they're running great plays, they're getting good gains. They've got good momentum. They're not making the smart plays. They're not running the clock. They're passing the ball incomplete. And now you have a running back run out of bounds to stop the clock again, Bob.
Yeah, this is just not smart plays. This is, I mean, you know, a lot of these AACL teams are around the up-pace offense, so I think that's what's biting them in the butt right here.
And that time,
Terrible throw.
Yeah, Gunny, you're right. Terrible pass by Moondoggy, and now they're going to give the ball back. So, you know, Marshall squandered an opportunity on the last possession. Memphis squandering a great opportunity right now to run some clock and maybe put some more points on the board, make this a two-possession game. Gunny, is it just me, or does neither team seem like they really want it right now?
The last two series they've had, no.
Yeah.
No one wants to take the game, take the victory bell home.
Doesn't seem like it. This time, Andy Dake looks like he just threw the ball away. He's 9 of 18 for only 71 yards. And I don't know if was that Bob? I don't know if you saw that. Was that 2 interceptions he has?
Yep, that was 2 interceptions.
Yeah. So not a great game for him so far, at least with his arm. From the shotgun, this time it looked like it was a quarterback draw. They drew it up that way, but Memphis wasn't having any of that, and they sack him for a 3-yard loss. And
yeah, Blake Moore with his second sack of the game there.
And I don't know. Just the decision making on both sides of the ball right now is just astounding. It's just blowing my mind right now. All right, they're going to go 5 wide, empty backfield. Andy Dake from the shotgun, and this time they want a first down. What a diving catch by Juan Hand at a 21-yard reception, and that's only the 3rd time we called his name, Bob, but all 3 times have been key.
I mean, all 3 times have been key, but where has this been all game? You need to get him the ball more.
Well, let's see. They're going 5 wide again, empty backfield. Let's see if they look for him again. Great protection. He's got a man, and it is one-handed again with a 13-yard reception. I don't know, Bob. Maybe they're listening to you down there on the field.
It's about time they start getting him the ball. I mean, you need to feed Bubble Dacious early and get the run game going to open this up, but
well, this time Andy Dake with the quarterback keeper around the outside for a third. What did they give him? 15 yards?
About 15 yards there. 13 rushes for 34 yards in the game.
Looked like there might have been a face mask there, too. This time he throws the ball again, and that time it looks like it's fuck it all with a 10-yard reception, just short of the first down. And Gunny,
his first catch of the game.
Gunny, we were talking that neither team really wanted to take the game by the balls, but it looks like Marshall's starting to do that exact thing right now.
I told you once I got one-handed fired up, he's going to lead him down the field.
Oh,
and now
fuck it all looks to be hurt there.
Receivers on the way.
Yeah, looks like fuck it all is injured. We're going to have to keep an eye out for that injury report. This time they try a delayed handoff.
Oh, Bubba Dacious got blown up.
And Matt Chandler says, "Nice to meet you, Bubba." Look at that. Nice hit. Driven around the ground. Strained shoulder will
return soon.
All right, 2nd and 13. This is prime time coming down with 2 minutes left in the game for Marshall to tie this up. A crazy-ass throw to somebody who makes a great catch and makes some yards. Trevor Andrews with a 6-yard reception.
That was way behind him. He was lucky to make that catch.
It was actually a great catch, and he turned it upfield for a few extra yards. There, Andy Dake throws a little sidearm pass out to Trevor Andrews for a 3-yard reception. That's going to be 4th and 3. Bob, you got to go for it here, right? Down 7?
You got to go for it. I mean, this is the game here.
All right, half of mine Trammell with 7 tackles and a tackle for loss. Marshall, they fake the pitch. Oh, they go the other way, and he got the first down and the touchdown.
Touchdown! He got it!
Wow. Gunny, that was a great play call right there.
It was. I was thinking they were going to go the opposite way because there was a guy open in the flat, wide open.
That was the perfect time to call that play, and another great block there by number 35 to get him around the outside to the pylon. Well, an extra point is going to tie it up at 17. A minute 30 left, folks. I know that I'm on the edge of my seat. I hope you guys are on the edge of your seats. I know both these coaches are on the edge of their seats. Let's see who's on the edge of their seat. Looks like it's Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Chris Lee, Commander Root, Dave Axis, David Leathers, Ethan Kai, Fanny Tick, Frank the Franchise Wade, Gunny, Mark Plyer, and Packer Fred still with us here late on this Monday night, 11:50 on the East Coast. But we've got a ball game, folks. 17-17, a minute and a half left. Memphis with the ball. And all they got to really do here, Bob, is do what you were doing earlier in the third quarter. Don't throw it like that.
Ooh, not that. You don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that, but go, do your little 7-8 yard rushes, get in field goal range, kick a field goal, go home with a W.
Yeah, you just need to get in field goal range here. That's literally the goal right now. Turn the ball over, get in field goal range.
And there it is, Moondoggy with a great pass down the sideline to number 8. I don't even know who that is. Smokey Joe, his second catch of the day. Looks like both catches for 14 yards. And a nice first down, a minute 19, stops the clock, gets out of bounds. Coming up on the 40-yard line. And here comes Memphis. Don't look now, folks, but this could be the drive that comes down and kicks the game-winning field goal. Moondoggy dropping back. A short little pass over the middle. Stonefly out of the backfield for a 7-yard rush. And Gunny, Memphis is looking good on this drive.
Yes, they are. They only got a couple wide receivers out on the patterns, though.
And then as soon as I say that, Moondoggy does some kind of twirling 360, throw it to the other side with all green jerseys play. Bob, I don't think that's how they drew that one up.
They're lucky Bobby Boucher did not pick that ball off.
Yeah, he was right there. So this time Stonefly would be on the option. And did they give him the first down? They did. I thought he was short.
I thought he was short also.
But here comes Memphis again. He out of bounds, 59 seconds, coming up on midfield. Ooh, this is going to be a close one, folks. Moondoggy from the shotgun. And he felt the pressure, throws it away. That's actually a smart play right there, Bob.
Yeah, that's what he needed to do. You can't set that into coverage and turn the ball over here.
Not at all. So Memphis, this time under center. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Stonefly in the backfield is going to be a blocker. And he had a man wide open. He overthrew him. And, wow, that was a lost opportunity right there.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see there. You gotta get that ball down the field here. You're trying to get in field goal range, win this game.
3rd and 10, 52 seconds, and they come up short. Only a 5-yard catch by Flash Freddy, and here's decision
You go
time.
for it here, Dave?
Apparently not. Apparently they're going to punt it away and hope their defense keeps them in this game. Gunny, do you agree with this call?
Yeah, I think punting is the right call and pin them deep, even though it goes into the end zone.
Well,
but yeah, still make them drive all the way down the field for a field goal.
Yeah. Now, so Marshall now has to go 80 yards in 43 seconds, but they do have 3. Actually, they don't even have to go 80 yards. They just got to get in field goal range, and they've got 43 seconds and 3
about 50 yards.
And they're looking for it all right there, and guess who? One-handed. Unbelievable pass.
Need 10 more yards here.
Yeah, I think if they get down to the 25, they'll be in good position.
Yeah, you're right, Gunny. That's a great play. 35 seconds left, and they're going to go deep again. This time it's broken up by number 21. Don't know who that is, but that was a good breakup. I think they're still outside of field goal range right now, so Memphis really has to stand strong here if they want to send this game to overtime. Andy Digg from the shotgun feels the pressure, has to throw it away. That's a good play. You don't want to take a sack, Bob, in that situation and put yourself even further out of field goal range.
You don't, but you need another 7, 8 yards, 9 yards here on 3rd down to get a decent field goal.
Andy Digg almost slips down, and he gets crushed as he hits it. And now it's 4th and 10, and I think they have to go for it here. They are not in field goal range.
You got to go for it here.
All right, at the 39-yard line, 23 seconds left. The first down.
Not a good formation.
No, and Andy Digg, he's got to throw it over, and he's got a man wide open.
Great
oh my
play.
God.
A great play by one-handed.
One-handed. If he's not the player of the game, if Marshall wins, he's not the player of the game. This is ridiculous. What a catch. What a play call. 18 seconds left now. And Gunny, unfortunately, that's the one time where Memphis's defense did not step up.
Nah, that's true.
I think the formation fooled Memphis there.
Maybe. Biff Markham saying this is game already as Bubba Digits gets another 10 yards, and I think I have to say that. And I'm sure that Freddie will not come in here and sing "Turn Out the Lights" on his own team. This time,
I don't think he will either.
Quarterback keeper by Andy Day gets all the way down to the 1-yard line, 2nd and goal. And I guess they used the timeout, which is interesting.
And Marshall called a timeout.
And let's see, wow, they're going for the
Why
touchdown.
they throwing the ball?
Oh my God! And then he gets sacked. Imagine if they had thrown an interception right there when all you had to do was kick the field goal. Here it is, folks. 5 seconds. This is the ball game. See if Memphis is going to ice them. No, they're not. The kick is up. The kick is good. With 3 seconds left, Marshall takes a 20-17 lead. And oh my gosh, Becky. Bob, what a game. And listen, Memphis could return this for a touchdown. You never know what's going to happen.
They could.
Here comes Flash Freddy. Let's see what happens as the clock runs out. And the clock runs out on Memphis and Flash Freddy.
Since Freddy won't come in. Now the lights.
Wow. What a game, though, Bob. You know, the first half we were talking about how sloppy and sluggish and ugly it was. And the second half lived up to the hype. Give me your thoughts on this entire game.
You know, both teams were able to turn around in that second half and get their offensive game plan going. It's just, you know, Marshall was able to get that last minute drive to take the game from Memphis.
Gunny, what do you think about the play of this, especially in the second half?
One-handed, stepped up in the second half, as somebody predicted he would.
Yeah, if he doesn't get player of the game,
Yes, you did, Gunny.
If he doesn't get player of the game, we might have to write him in. Because without one-handed,
He's
they
definitely
don't
player of the game, even if the game doesn't say it.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I can't imagine it's Andy Dake. He made a lot of mistakes, but we'll see. So,
I mean, the 2 interceptions has got to take Andy Dake out of it.
You would think, but let's check it out. So 20-17, first downs, 18-15 in favor of Marshall, as well as a total offense, 360 to 272. Memphis rushing for over 100 yards, Marshall for 147. That's basically Stonefly versus Bubba right there. 14-31 for 166 for Trammell. And
Andy Dake had some nice rushing yards for Marshall.
Not bad. 18-30 for 213. Third down conversions, 46% for Memphis, 33% for Marshall. 2 turnovers that they had in the first half, so no turnovers by either team in the second half, which is pretty great. Both teams going for over 400 yards. Marshall almost 500 for total offense. There's your 10 punts I talked about, Bob. 4 penalties and a couple minutes difference in the time of possession. Let's check out the player stats real quick. As we see Andy Dake, 18-30, 213, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. And he had 35 yards rushing. That's not
35 rushing yards.
Not bad. Not bad. Bubba Dacius, and as my alarm's going off, Bubba Dacius, 85 yards rushing. Most of that, I think, was done in the first half as well. Receiving, there it is. There's your man. One-headed, 6 receptions, 128 yards. No touchdowns, Gunny, but he was the most key factor in this game, especially in the second half.
I agree.
I think one-handed only had 2 catches for 28 yards in the first half. If I
don't even know that we called his name in the first half,
correctly.
did we?
What's that?
I said, did we even call one-handed's name in the first half?
Called his name twice. I think it was
Okay.
1 catch for 4 yards and another catch for 24.
Well, he did some damage in the second half. As you see, Desi Walker with a sack, Cedric Hill with a sack, a couple pass deflections up there by Waters as we check out the second half here of the defense. And looks like nobody else got a sack or interception there. Williams, 2 for 2 on field goals, 2 for 2 on extra points for Marshall. Punting, kick return, punt return, blah, blah, blah. Move over to Memphis. Moondoggy, 14-31, 166, and a touchdown. No interceptions, which is great. and another 48 yards
Yeah,
rushing.
but he's under 50% for his completion percentage, so you don't like to see that.
Quarterback play overall pretty even, I think, between the two guys, with Trammell having 48 yards rushing. Here's a bad stat. Stonefly only carried the ball 5 times for 19 rushes, and Bob, he's got to rush better than that for them to win a ball game.
Yeah, I mean, and he was your leading receiver with 4 catches for 25. I mean,
well, he spread the
he
ball
only has
out.
50. When he only has 50 offensive yards, that's not what you're looking for.
That's not good. But Trammell, 6 or 7 different receivers there, all pretty equal on the catching and the yards. That's not bad. Defensively, half of mine Trammell with 7 tackles, a tackle for loss. Looks like Kyle Godfrey had a sack, and the 2 interceptions were by George Jackson and Dude Solstrom. As we check out the bottom half of the defensive stats, not a lot going on there. And looks like Jenkins 1 for 1 on field goals, 2 for 2 on extra points. As we wrap up the punting, kick return, and punt return stats. And there's your individual stats, folks, as we move on to the post game. Gunny, who do you think your player of the game is going to be?
I want to say one-handed with his 6 receptions for over 100 yards.
Yeah, I would say 2. He didn't get in the end zone, so that might hurt him. Bob, what do you think?
One-handed was definitely the most impactful player in that second half, so he's going to be my player of the game.
All right, well, we'll check it right now as we see in the post-game stats, Marshall dominating every single category, although it didn't feel like it. And looks like they're giving it to Andy Dake, 18 of 30, 213, 15 carries, 35 yards, 2 total touchdowns. On the defensive side for Marshall, Cedric Hill with 3 tackles, a tackle for loss, and a sack. For Memphis, Moondoggy Trammell, of course, 14 of 31, 166 yards and a touchdown, and 14 carries for 48 yards. Blake Moore, defensive tackle, 3 tackles for losses, and 3 sacks. I will probably write in one-handed when I do the potential for the players of the game for the votes for the players of the week. Final thoughts, Bob, as we wrap up this first night of Week 8 after a 4-week hiatus, I believe, that we had.
It was only 3.
Was it 3? I feel like the last game we had was around Christmas. I don't think we had any games in January, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
We have not had any games in January.
There you go, guys.
You're correct, sir.
All right, Bob. So ECU loses 15-7 to UCF. The number 1 team in the nation, UNLV, loses to Air Force 38-24. And then we just saw this amazing finish here where Marshall wins their 3rd game of the season over Memphis 20-17. Give me your thoughts on the night, and then I'll go to Gunny, and we'll wrap this up.
It's nice to see Marshall get on the board with another win against Memphis here. But it doesn't look like you want to be number 1 in this league this year.
Right? I mean,
you seem to lose right after you become number 1.
Gunny, I think is Old Dominion or UCF, or one of them, I think, is the only one who's held it for 2 weeks or more, right?
UCF held it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was UCF.
And I thought, Old Dominion, they were number 1 for the first couple
Dominion
weeks.
lost in the first game of the week when they got number 1.
No, weren't they the preseason number 1?
Old Dominion was, yes.
Yeah, I think they won their first game or 2 and held on to it and then lost it after that. But
Bob, that'd be my team that only had it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, so
yeah.
So we've had Old Dominion.
Oh, Georgia State.
We've had Old Dominion. Georgia State was like 5 minutes. Yeah, so we've had Old Dominion.
Yeah, that's right.
We've had Old Dominion. We've had UCF. We've had Georgia State. We've had Akron, and now UNLV. And now the pressure is going to be on Wyoming. I believe Wyoming plays tomorrow night. I'm going to take a look here real quick. Wyoming's the number 2 team in the nation. Let me give you the slate for tomorrow night, and then we'll sign off, folks. We've got 4 games on tap. 11th ranked Washington State traveling to 22nd ranked Colorado. Number 20 Syracuse going to number 5 Akron. And here it is, the 3rd game. And listen to this, you guys. Number 7 San Diego State traveling to number 2 Wyoming. So that's going to be your game of the night for sure. And then the nightcap, we wrap up with Western Michigan, 15th ranked team in the nation, going against the 24th ranked Cincinnati Bearcats, the only team to not win a game. They are 0-7, but they are due, and we'll see if they can pull out their first victory tonight. Gunny, give us your final thoughts for tonight before we sign off.
Cincinnati's winning.
I expect nothing separate than the slobber knocking fest of a bootlegger division tonight with East Carolina and UCF 15-7, and then the final game, Memphis and Marshall, another outstanding duo of the bootlegger division. And congratulations to the Air Force Falcons with the Georgia Tech option upsetting the UNLV Running Rebels.
Absolutely. One more shout out to everybody who stayed with us till after midnight here Eastern time. We usually try to wrap these up by midnight, but we're close. It's only about 6 minutes after. Biff Markham's still with us. Bob Funk, Chris Lee, Commander Root, Crazy Canuck in the house. He snuck in here tonight. Dave Axis, David Leathers, Ethan Kai, Fanny Tick, Gunny McGuire, and Marker Plier. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight as we wrap up night 1 of week 8 in the AACL. We will see you tomorrow night here starting at 8 p.m. Eastern as we start off with the Washington State of Colorado game at 8 p.m. So we'll have 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 11 o'clock, all times Eastern. So we will see you tomorrow night right here for night 2 of week 8 here in the All-American Coaching League, brought to you by Access Sports. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being here all night. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night now.